What if, dude? That'd be sick.
Roscoe's doing his own thing. He's helping with the move
I know.
and reestablishment.
Yeah. Remember, Nibble's been with him for a while.
Eating cheese.
What? No, we ain't eating cheese. We're saving people and eating cheese. What the fuck?
Did somebody say cheese?
Cheese. Fuck yeah.
You know what I
Cheese
realized today, Miss
cocktail.
Mess?
Wait, Jekyll's on the thing, but Orpheus is selected. Which one?
Yeah, it's Jekyll. It's Jekyll. It's not
Okay.
Orpheus.
You know what I realized today, Miss Mess?
What?
Anytime you guys make fun of me drinking tea, you're being racist.
What?
How?
Because my ethnicity is confirmed
Wow,
now.
do you assume that it's only
I'm going to session in
England?
progress.
Can you guys pull me, please?
Wow.
Here's the angel.
Told to pull the ball and don't pull them back.
It was a miss on accident because she couldn't figure it out.
No, well, no, it wouldn't like slide it down. Couldn't figure it out. It wouldn't slide down.
Yeah, I finally got my my DNA results back for my ethnicity test.
He's a 100% pure Anglo.
I am 99% Anglo, okay?
He's 100%.
I am
Anglo.
1% Italian.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I feel like they didn't want to put 100%, so they just sprinkled a random like thing in there.
Oh, I need to check mine again. But Rick, Dred said if you check back in a couple of weeks, it might change a little because they've gotten more information. Because I think when he did it, it said he was like 30% indigenous. Okay, this is bad, but I don't remember if the Mayans or the Aztecs were in Mexico. But whichever Aztecs. So it said he was 30-something% Aztec, and then like a few weeks later, it came back as like 40-something.
Let me know if you guys can hear the music.
So I am, and it's not even really Italian. It's funny. I am 1% Sardinian.
Yeah, I said like they just picked a fucking random one.
What even is Sardinian?
Which is technically part. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. It's an Italian in the middle of the Mediterranean. It's an Italian island in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Sardinia.
Well, technically Tyrrhenian Sea, but yeah.
Sardinia.
I am here, and
I don't think I'm saying it right, but
I think you need to call yourself a sardine.
It comes in a tin. He comes in a tin.
Wow.
Wow, you're racist, Miss.
Wow. But yeah.
What's with this tricky potion shop?
I don't really, even if there is some variance, Miss Bess, I don't really think it matters because, like, if I look, when I read further into it, so it says 54% Scottish, and 34% English / Northern Europe, Northwestern European,
and 100% reason to remember the name.
Could be like a bit like Normandy kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look further into it, there's a large variance. So it's like you could be anywhere. They estimate 54% Scottish, but it could be as low as 32%. And then like the English part is 34, I think it was, or 37 or something like that, but it could be as high as like 54.
Hmm.
So there's definitely big variance, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same thing.
I got 2% Japanese, and my mom yelled at me and called the test a lie.
I got 2% milk.
What test did you do, Rick?
Ancestry DNA analysis. They had a sale on near the start of the year, January-ish. It was like $80
curious
or
to know
something.
mine because I have like a red beard and I have no idea where it comes from.
Probably
Irish,
Scottish.
Well,
or
I
Irish.
mean,
If you look at Steph,
Probably Scottish,
Steph's
no,
hair is
you go
black and
all the way
Steph's
to
beard is black.
you can go all the way to Black Sea and find redheads. So I don't think
It's true.
that's
It's true. It's more common, obviously, or more well known,
Yeah.
I should say.
Well, I was only thinking because a lot of Scottish people who didn't immigrate to the U.S. immigrated to Nova Scotia, right? Because that means New Scotland.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
Gaelic, and
Yeah.
so like French Canadians and stuff like that. Because like mine even says that like I might have French Canadian / Vermont is where like the French side of me might come from.
Vermont French. What?
Before Vermont
There was a French
state.
colony there.
Yeah.
Part
Shows
of
how much I care.
was that colony Arcadian?
I don't know, Rick.
Damn,
Like
Solis.
I don't care about.
Can I go see his shrine?
You're the history person, and I thought you would have looked into it.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about the French side of my family.
Yeah, there you go. That's the right attitude.
What they do for me? Just eat croissants.
Absolutely nothing. Okay, that's the answer.
So
I don't need to know the history. Okay, I can give you the answer.
They were fur trappers, Rick. There you go. If they were French Quebec, like they were fur trappers. That's what they did. And maybe fought against my other ancestors. There you go. That's all I need to know.
Hell, yeah, for sure. Doesn't matter where you're from. The answer is yes. Your ancestors fought against each other,
Oh, yeah?
unless they're literally two sides of the world, maybe. But
Especially that 48% Korean and 2%.
yeah.
She was not
20%
happy
good.
about it.
5% pleasure, 50%
That test is a
cake,
lie. How does it know?
Stop trying to make that a thing, Brendan.
and 100% reason to remember the name.
What?
Gonna
I have
say,
no idea what he's talking about.
every single drop of my DNA involves people fighting
What's my
each
ninja
other,
today? I'm going to
so-
show you how to make
Oh,
this
just
reactive image.
what do you guys think I'm made up out
And
of?
fighting each other.
And the rest
What's
of the
my
world,
ninjas?
apparently.
It's D here.
Disappointment.
You're gonna want to
Wow.
Oh.
Dad?
Okay, well,
Damn.
well, Paula said that, so I don't even want to say
Oh.
mine. You can't hit him
that
with two
was-
mean things.
over here.
That
I
was
love you,
good.
Brendan.
I love you,
Going on.
dude. Thank you.
That
was-
That was
I thought it was really
smoothly
funny.
delivered
You're going to
and
that you're funny.
casual.
Whatever. You can see the back
Oh.
I'm gonna message
And
Paula what I was gonna
the
say. Like, I can't.
link tutorial.
Ooh.
See you guys in the next video.
I know it doesn't
Not
sound
bad,
like it,
huh?
but I'm laughing right now.
Can anyone hear the music? Is anyone
Yes.
I can.
listening?
Yes, I am listening to it, and I
I
hear
kept
it.
asking about the drippy potion shop. Why does it have a little hole in the roof?
Today,
Oh, no,
we're
it's not
talking
just
about
listen.
this.
2 oranges. You give me the
wrong
brown
with
and the
drippy?
oranges, and then I would have.
No! Is that too
There's
mean to
nothing,
us then?
Well,
there's
what if
nothing
you
wrong
give me
with
the brown-
Drippy.
What you're looking at
Make
right now
something
is a
wrong
clip
with
from
Drippy.
Ms. Kiff's stream, and he is
I mean, it
using a
doesn't have to be
website
wrong, it could
called
be right.
Reactive
Yeah.
by Fujitech.
I
to
see you
basically
redeeming
Now,
first,
animate
animate
the
the
Easter.
voices
voice.
in his Discord voice chat, specifically Discord.
I
This
see
is the
you
only thing
redeemed
that
first,
this works with,
even
but
though
it
you
can
were
be
not. It's okay.
No, maybe you should have got there first.
No, I was there already. I even
Yes.
messaged. I just don't need to prove that I was first.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm salty from moving.
That's-
Sorry, guys.
That's real sus for someone who brought it up.
It's okay if your memory is going, Dippola. You don't have to lash out at me for it.
I know.
Oh, he called
I'm
you
old.
old.
I am old, Miss
I just
Mess.
like Miss Mess's
I'm okay
narration.
with this.
That's my favorite part. It's like narrating a boxing match. Oh, that was a good hit. How's he
I
gonna
like-
follow up?
I like to think of myself like the Telemundo people who are doing the soccer announcement.
Yeah.
You need to put a lot more emotion into that, Miss Mess. There's nearly not enough emotion.
Yeah,
I just thought
where's the leveling stuff in the document? What's it called?
leveling
Tab.
stuff. What? What
What?
leveling stuff?
You mean
Standby
the
system. I
it's on
found
the
it.
player agenda if you're
Oh,
looking for
player
that.
agenda?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
I did not know that. God.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if he was talking
We
about
just didn't know
leveling
what he
his
was talking about.
materia, if he
Yeah.
was talking about
No, no.
inputting
It's funny
his
how Dave
level
Pala
plan.
understood exactly what I meant.
It's okay.
Go.
Thank you, Dave Pala.
With this old age comes wisdom.
Okay. With that old age, you mean it comes with a broke back and broke knee?
No, that's Marine Corps. That has nothing to do with age.
I'll say you could be in the Marine Corps in what, 25 and have that? Shit.
You could be 19 in the Marine Corps.
Oh, that's fair.
All I
And
heard
where's
was
the
broke
bonding?
back.
Where do I put the bonding stuff?
Yeah.
But I
And then
didn't
when
say
you're in the Air
mountain.
Force,
Bonding
like, you get
tracker.
the same thing because your chair isn't just perfect, you know. So
Not bonding. I meant standby. Sorry.
Player
Brokeback
agenda.
Oh, standby. It
Mountain.
says it right there. Okay. Sorry, my
All
bad.
I heard was broke back.
Yeah. I mean,
Where the
you
mountains
spend a
at?
lot of time in two-man tents stuff. Things
Oh,
There we
happen.
go. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Bro,
I knew it. I knew it.
It's cold
I knew it.
sometimes.
now it's please ask, please
I
tell.
knew
What
those
the hell?
videos on the internet were fake.
I'm working on something that's gonna be really cool when you guys see it. So 3 minutes.
I need to look back 5 sessions and hope to
Yes,
hell I was in them. Was I in the last 5 sessions as
I
Karnat?
don't know.
Let's go. Barrelin was 1. Okay. Oh, my shit's already maxed. Never mind. Wasn't in that one. That's 2.
Ooh, woo, woo.
3.
Huh.
Oh no. Oh, 4. Freebie. Hell yeah.
What?
Dang.
4 and the 5th session. Come on, baby. No. God damn it. Only 1?
Dang. Why don't we have the Ruby Ruins final on here? What the hell? Here, I'm gonna put it in.
I don't think the
Man.
person who left for like 2 years is allowed to complain about why sessions aren't done, especially when they were the ones who started it.
I'm Miss
And
Miss.
just
How does
never
technology
came
work?
back.
Wow.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Wow.
Miss Miss, don't save my password. Government looking.
See, he's been gone for so long because that's not even how that works anymore. I don't even use private browsing except for when I don't want Google to keep giving me ads. Wow. Wow, Brandon. You see what a terrible friend you are?
Oh, the worst. Just the worst.
Miss Mess has evolved her boomer ways. She's
Oh, yeah?
now a slightly less paranoid, slightly more educated boomer.
No, it's not. I'm slightly less paranoid. At
Alright,
this
look at the stream.
point, like, black market's got my information, so.
You're a military spouse. Your
I know.
information has been out there for a very long
Well,
time.
that's why I said. I've just given up hope. What am I looking at? I don't even know who I'm logged in. What? Wow, there are a lot of people who stream at night. Oh, hey, I see what he did.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I light up when I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. It's supposed to be an Orpheus.
Oh, I get what you did. Yeah. I like those.
I wonder if there's a better place to put you guys.
You can put Nibble in the garbage can.
That's kind of messed up.
You can put Nibble in
Wait,
the
wait,
oven
wait.
Hey, Paula.
with the rest of his dry.
What the fuck?
Hey, Paula.
What's up?
You're not too salty at Orpheus for trying to just devour Drizzt?
Yeah, that was hard to watch, guys. Like, I was so emotional watching that thing.
It was good though, right?
It was great.
Yeah, I was so scared of the repercussions, but you know, Drizzt always trying to fucking help people, even when he was just
That's
brought back.
how he died.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a really cool RP
Yeah,
session. I knew you'd appreciate it, even though it
I
was
did.
me.
I wish I was there. I wish I was there.
Next time, just tell the Marines you don't want to do your 24s.
Fair.
That's been an option this entire time.
Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, it's always an
Yeah, isn't
option to
they
go
Paula the boss?
AWOL,
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's
Not a
always an
good
option
option.
to not show up.
Hey, Paula, aren't you the
What?
boss?
I'm the boss of my branch, not the boss of the base. There's a general that's in charge of
Listen,
me
you
that
just
I.
gotta kick down the door of the boss of the base, okay, and show him
Yeah,
who's boss. Okay.
yeah.
Aren't you like
I
the
mean,
boss of the Marines?
it will be great for like the 50 minutes it's going on. Rest of it might not be when I'm on the ground being tackled by the MPs, but
I wonder how Leavenworth is this time of year.
I don't know. But I'll let you know. I don't think the internet is going to be good enough for me to session though. I can do some standby maybe.
There we go. There you go, miss.
it would have also been good for the oven after the story Brandon told.
Oh
us.
my god, you're right. Fuck.
Wait, what did I tell you? I forgot.
You have a mouse infestation in your oven,
Oh,
yeah,
god.
dude, they're mad
which
chilling.
means
What the fuck?
you don't
Is
use
everyone
it.
is everyone ready? I was just double checking everything.
Kind of
Okay.
sad.
I had to make sure everything was in line.
Oh man,
That
I haven't played
should
Jekyll in
be
a while.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I don't want to use the oven because I feel like there's gonna be some extra flavor in it now. But like,
Hey, Miss.
Ew.
What?
Alright.
You saw the
roast
Redeth
toaster.
siblings?
Huh?
Redeth
Yes.
siblings.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
I'm going
Sire
very
siblings.
creepy.
Fire
Going
sibling.
very
Where's my
creepy with
dad,
Orpheus's
guys?
newfound clear mind.
You're creepy?
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Ow.
clear-minded. He can see clearly, he can think clearly, and the real Orpheus will come out. It's gonna be sick. I have a
That's
plan.
Very
living
curious.
with
I'm
me.
very excited to see it.
Do we still get a long rest?
When you
Did
pay
you
for
Sort
it,
of.
yes.
Quote unquote unleashed, you know, because now he can actually think for himself. There's nothing trying to control him. So the true him is surfacing.
I didn't know that there was something controlling him before.
Yeah, the fucking tentacles I always RP. No?
Yeah, I didn't know that
I
that was
mean,
controlling you. I thought that was
yes.
part of you.
No, it was gaining more and more and more control over me the more I consumed souls. That's how I RP'd him. So the more I consumed souls, the worse I made him. So that's why it became very graphic as the sessions went on. And eventually, after consuming a certain amount of souls, I would have been completely taken over. That was the plan with Orpheus. But now I was freed from that.
I'm gonna miss the tentacles.
That's what you say to that. That's just every
They were
DM's
a good intimidation
like,
tactic.
No, it's awesome stuff,
So
but
is
it was
Orpheus
just a joke.
yeah, I
still
know.
gonna consume X-Death? Like, can he still consume?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I can, except now I can choose who I consume. I mean, I always had the choice there, but in character I didn't, you know? In character, it was uncontrollable hunger for the souls. That's why Drizzt's soul was so irresistible, because it was so powerful. Also, Depala, you watched the thing, so the way I RP'd it, apparently I caught Steph like not off guard, but I RP'd differently than what Steph imagined me doing.
That's awesome.
So like when I was
Especially because
reaching for Drizzt's hand to help, it was more like me trying to fight this thing that was controlling me, and I needed help. And Orpheus is very composed normally, right? He's just kind of.
right.
Did you
And
watch
so
it,
I
Jekyll?
RP'd it
I did
differently.
watch it.
Few of those scenarios.
Did you like how Drizzt wanted to save him?
Yeah.
It was so fitting. Yes. No. I guess you weren't here earlier when I said I watched it and I got really emotional. It was amazing. I really wish I was there.
Did you watch the Madeline one?
No.
That one you should watch. It's really good too.
I've been really busy moving and everything. So yeah. Tomorrow I have literally nothing going on except for a 24-hour watch. So that'll be a great time to watch it.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Let's get started. Is everyone here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna spawn the map.
Would I get the map even if I don't have a character select?
Yes, I think so. Even then, you can just open it.
The images, right?
Yes. Because I accidentally close it all the time, so I learned where it is.
If you should look at the stream really.
Why?
I did something cool.
It is cool. I like it a lot.
Hey Nibble, start talking.
Hello there. Oh my god. Okay, I just realized that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, now we wiggle when we talk.
It is really cool. It's just hard to tell. Like, it lags a little bit if more than one person is talking.
I don't think it's for you. It's for the viewers. So it's.
Oh,
Isn't
I'm
it
very
just
aware, and that's what I'm
normal
saying.
lag, like between Discord and Twitch?
Yeah, there's a little bit of lag between Discord
Oh
and
my
Twitch.
god, damn. That's so cool.
When Steve and Miss Mess were talking back and forth really quickly, then sometimes Star was lighting up whenever Steve was talking.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good as like an identifier as to learn who is which character.
Exactly.
It's not
So
like
cool.
completely real time.
Man, that is badass.
I like the size differences too.
Yeah, I
so
did.
accurate.
I tried to make sure I can get them right. I'm pretty sure Jekyll's that tall. Right?
Feels
Or should I
better.
make him shorter?
I don't know.
His
what
hat. His hat is a
Jekyll
lot of his hat is a lot of his height.
Okay. Do you guys see the map?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Raise
Here's
that
the
bit. Can
angel.
you guys talk to see if I can hear you properly?
Bing, bing, bing.
Talk.
Okay.
Hello.
Thank you for the resubs, by the way, guys.
Move this so you guys can hear everything properly.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
Okay. Spawn inside a quiet arena. As you spawn in, however, it doesn't take very long before a primordial senses that you are there. And the shadows will stretch out and will very slowly form into a very, very tall individual as he walks forth.
It seems all you ever do is come here, warriors of light. Don't you have a world to save? Perhaps some bandits to stop? Damsels, or maybe even gentlemen in distress?
It's always gentlemen in distress.
Perhaps you haven't heard of the great and powerful Master Benevelze. He pauses the world around us as we fight here.
How very meta of you.
Also, it's nice to see old friends that have gone and be able to fight with them once more.
He'll furrow his brow as you say that.
So you are here to face another old hero. What hero could possibly match the legendary Drizzt?
Oh.
Star will
Oh,
turn.
the
to
one
look at
and
Nibble.
only Amrid.
Wait, he's not
No.
dead.
Wait.
You'll see a puzzled face, like Spiritus' face will just contort into confusion. Then he'll open a wormhole next to him and start counting.
No. We're here to fight Solis. You know,
I don't seem to have that soul. There's no soul called Amrid in the Maw. Are you certain?
Oh, my apologies. Master Drizzt, please. Master Nibble, please take the floor.
Yeah, he's not in the right state of mind. What are you trying to
Oh
get
my
Amrid
god, he's
thrown
been
in there?
drinking silly juice.
We're here to
So we
fight
could do
Solis.
both.
Not Amrid. Don't throw Amrid in there.
Ah, the High Magister.
Oh yeah, you know the guy. Big sword, thick armor.
Yes, Solis and I know each other.
He'll furrow his brow for a moment and place an open palm under his chin as he just kind of contemplates.
I'm afraid my power is not going to be enough to call forth Solis, but I do know someone hiding and giggling in the shadows.
Ooh. We're here to play again, Wisp. Hello.
I was literally hiding in the dirt.
I didn't even see you. That's impressive.
It's
That was
very
absolutely
hard to
terrifying.
miss, my young friend. You know as well as I that the High Magister wishes to rest. And I believe the last time we spoke, he threatened my life should I wake him again.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This doesn't sound like a smart idea, Master Nibble.
Oh, sounds great.
No, this is a very smart idea because I have an earful to give him.
Yeah, he'll be very happy to see us. It's been a while.
You'll see Jekyll backing away slowly.
Clear the center of the arena, little mouse.
I'm impressed he lived through the first time waking him up.
It was imperative that I wake him up. Well, technically, he had already woken himself up, but that is a story for another time. Wisp, are you prepared?
Always.
Spiritus will open the same maw next to him and will very gently coax a very bright pyre soul out of the ocean of pyre souls that just kind of surround this celestial body deep in the sea of stars. As he opens this maw and coaxes the pyre soul forth, you guys will see it is a distinctly different shade. Most pyre souls are silver in color, and as this one comes out of the maw and hovers in front of Spiritus, it is gold, like a golden color. As the pyre soul hovers before him, Wisp will clap his hands excitedly and will draw his staff and begin to dance. The way he dances, you'll actually recognize some of the dances that he performs as the sendings that are usually performed in Spira. He dances with more aggressive movements, though, and seems to be coaxing the soul forth. As soon as the soul realizes it is no longer dormant, the soul will begin to glow brightly and become agitated. And as it does, you'll see Spiritus's arms just kind of flex, and his eyes just kind of narrow as he starts to hold it in place. And Wisp, doing the exact opposite. He'll extend a gentle hand forth and lay one of his hands on the soul. And as he does, it'll seem to calm down.
Ooh.
You are not in danger. Your family is not in danger. Hero of light. You are called forth to grant us your experience, your wisdom.
Come forth, High Magister.
As the two primordials pour their power into the Pyre Soul, the Pyre Soul will start to accumulate mist from the area nearby. It'll swirl into this vortex and then form into a shape that stands tall and looks around.
Oh, yeah. I know why Defala feels emotional.
As he forms, he'll
Yeah.
draw the oath keeper, and lean it against his shoulder, much like in the model, and he'll turn and point to Spiritus.
We had a deal, Lunarian. I grant you the man of no consequence, and you allow me to see my family again. I was to never be disturbed, Spiritus.
When he does that, like, points over to Spiritus, Star's gonna just kind of like slide in front of Spiritus and just kind of wave because she doesn't think Solis realizes where he is and that there are other people here. And she's just gonna say, "Hey, buddy, long time no see."
His hand will kind of fall a little bit as he sees you.
Star. Why are you here?
And his vision will just kind of turn, and he'll notice the other warriors of light.
Nibble gives him a wave.
Jekyll's hiding behind Georgie. Just pokes from over the shoulder and waves. Mr. Solis, what a pleasure.
Nibble walks up and...
Jekyll.
Oop.
It is I.
His helmet will seem to like focus in on Jekyll as Nibble approaches him, and he'll for a moment be distracted and look down at Nibble.
Nibble just raises a fist for a fist bump. Been a while.
Solis will kneel and will fist bump Nibble and extend a massive arm out for a hug.
Oh, Nibble hugs. I've missed you.
How is your master, Nibble?
Oh, he's still kicking. You wouldn't think it. He's old as hell.
It'll take more than age to bring down Rascal.
Oh, much agreed.
I am elated to see you all.
As he stands back up, he'll turn his attention back to Star.
But why have you summoned me here?
She'll say, "Well, you see, as warriors of light, as you know, we're always on world-ending quests and whatnot, and Nibble wanted to gain your expertise in battle, and he thought that the best way to do this was to wake you up and fight you. I wanted to be here because how dare you wake up and not even visit me? So now that that's out of the way."
He forced me to bring her.
He'll the line of sight of his helmet will kind of drop to the ground a little bit.
I had awoken for a very specific purpose. I am sorry that I did not come to see all of you.
She'll walk forward and just like grab one of his gauntleted hands and two of hers and kind of squeeze it. And she'll be like, now, it's just a joke. Although, I would be scared of Mimsy. She's kind of upset that she wasn't there to say goodbye to Arden and to yourself. So, Might want to keep away from her.
He'll gently squeeze back as you take his gauntleted hand, and he'll nod.
Of all the things I've ever faced in my long life, Mimsy is by far the scariest.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we
Cute,
can all
but
agree.
dangerous.
I would have come to see her, but I needed to try and stop Sephiroth.
Understandable.
He was the reason she died.
Understandable. I hope you don't mind us waking you. I know you were asleep with your family.
She was killed by the clown, was she not, High Magister? The clown was a manifestation of Sephiroth's will. She was killed by the one-winged angel. Anybody that was harmed by Kefka was harmed as a result of Sephiroth's will. I only allowed myself to rest when Torban told me he could never awaken. I trust you received Arden's soul. Yes.
Spiritus will just kind of stare idly into the black hole that he summoned to his left.
Arden is resting. A well-deserved rest, may I add. I have never seen a pyre soul so agitated and damaged. It took much of my power to simply cleanse it of the alien's will. She clings to life like a parasite. Well, she clung to life anyway.
Solis will nod as Spiritus mentions Genova.
But tell me more of this one-winged angel. This occurred while I was sleeping, and to hear Star say it, this is another soul that should be resting. Another soul that has escaped my grasp while I was, let's call it sleeping, shall we?
This one was through unique, accepting present company, and that he managed to come back through his own will instead of the
Yes.
actions of somebody else.
He does not have a soul.
Yes. You said that he was not born with a firefly.
Spiritus will shake his head.
Even those who are not born have souls, Star. Those who are created, those who are manipulated, modified, they all keep their pyre soul. But from what I saw from your visions, Sephiroth never had a soul. From his time as a hero, from I saw within your eyes, it seemed that the only reason he played the part was because it was expected of him. Sephiroth was never a good person. He was never a bad person. He was simply there. Sephiroth simply existed. And I would love to see his Firefly makeup disbanded and returned to rest.
Solis will very slowly shake his head as he grips the hilt on Oathkeeper.
You mustn't touch him, Spiritus. Let him float between the voids. Let him hang in the nothingness that is the empty. If you awaken him in some ill-conceived attempt to return him to the planet, you'll only slaughter millions.
Spiritus will narrow his eyes, taking Solis's words very seriously as he just kind of listens and nods.
Still, something should be done. But I will not do anything without your wisdom. If you would kindly speak to me after you have tested these warriors, I would like to discuss what I should do. Of course, you will be returned to rest, High Magister. Your heroism was quite enough. Wouldn't you say, warriors?
Yes. 1,000 times
absolutely.
over.
Great
Solis
lives on.
will close his fist and clasp it over his chest in an Arcadian salute.
Well, let us begin then.
Spiritus will take his blade and begin to swirl it around, and dark energy will begin to emit from him. As he does so, Solis will raise a gauntleted hand, and Spiritus will stop.
Is there a problem, High Magister?
Solis will look to the Warriors of Light, and he'll nod.
Allow me.
Solis will draw the Oathkeeper, and as he draws the Oathkeeper, a rune will appear under his feet as he uses his Judge magic and shifts the arena himself.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good. Talking is fun and all, but I much prefer the bashing and whacking.
Music shift.
I'm not in the chat. I wasn't listening. I turned the music on.
Such a good song. Such a good song.
I have left all that behind. All the rage. All the anguish I felt. But I will take you all there, to where Bergen took them from me, that you may draw from my strength, and find purpose as I did.
He'll stab the Oathkeeper into the rune, and it'll shatter and take you to the place where Bergen slaughtered his family.
Shit. My very first session.
Oh.
A dark forest appears around the party, and an arena will form from the Judge Magister's magic.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I did not know you had the willpower to manipulate Valhalla like this. You are impressive, High Magister. Come, Wisp. Let us leave the judge to his... well, to do what he does best.
Both Wisp and Spiritus will wave their goodbyes as they fade. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go say something. Sorry about that. Maddie came over and spoke to me. Okay. You guys good?
Yep.
We need a
Please
rest.
roll
We need a
initiative.
long rest.
Don't roll initiative.
I'm gonna move to behind this rock.
Behind the rock?
I'm assuming this is a pretty tall boulder.
You see Jekyll trying to reach in Star's pocket. You'll start to reach in Star's pocket.
Just smack it. No.
It's quite cold, Master Star. I was just trying to warm up.
You want me to blow fire on you?
Wait, Steph, I'm gonna be up here. I was just RPing for fun.
Solis will stare out at the forest around him. You can tell that he's lost deep in thought.
The best of us do this for others. Find your purpose here as I found mine. And not even Zodiac will be able to stop you.
He'll slowly turn his vision to Nibble.
Rascal is proud of you.
A single tear just shoots down.
He'll stare at Jekyll in the distance, clearly with a judgmental look.
Though your motivations are questionable, I know Amarid respects you. And the power that emanates from you I can feel here, even as an unsent. Use that power. It will serve you well, mage.
Very flattering, Master Solis. Much obliged.
Solis will turn to Georgie, who stands like tall next to him, and will turn his attention to him.
There is yet a piece of him inside that recognizes you. Your furies will be the way you connect.
I grew up very quickly. It's been hard to maintain composure at times.
Your strength lies in your passion, your fury, as did mine.
Solis will turn his head and will look at Star, and you can tell that his eyes are like looking into your eyes.
She'll just put up a hand and she'll say, I already know.
I will only say, you remind me of her.
And then he'll turn and engage. Please roll initiative. You already did? All right, let's get started.
No, not
God,
once.
Steph,
It's a good
making people
start.
cry.
It's very emotional.
Yo.
Jekyll has no big connection with Solis, but he just because it's Solis, I'm getting emotional.
Terrible day for rain.
Holy fuck.
As he flourishes the legendary blade, the ascendant blade, but the legendary blade, Oathkeeper, which I retired after Steve was done with this character, by the way.
That's fair.
He'll flourish the blade, and as he activates his first mechanic, he will say,
This will not be easy.
Wasn't counting on it.
As his turn begins, High Magister, oh dear God, there's so much. Okay, as his turn begins, High Magister Solis's passives will activate. Inerrant Pressure. Magister's retort. As his turn begins, and he flourishes Oathkeeper, you guys will hear.
Oh God! What?
What?
As energy accumulates inside him, and he readies to activate his first limit break at the end of this round.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll give you guys the name because I love the names of the limit breaks.
Let's go.
The limit break that he triggers, that he has charged, is called Murderer's Edict.
Sounds so badass.
Oh fuck.
The fuck?
Good luck.
Okay.
All right, moving on. As Solis looks at Georgie up and down and decides which tanking mechanic to activate based on the character's alignments, he will speak.
You still have a long journey ahead. You are still not worthy of the destiny granted to you.
And Solis will activate Oathbreaker's Pledge. Usually there's not an indicator for this, but I just realized that I could just fucking put an indicator over people's heads. So give me 1 sec.
Master Nibble.
Yeah.
This doesn't look very good. Perhaps you should scooch on in there and help Master Georgie.
Oh, of course. Into the fray.
You know, I didn't expect to start a train as far as challenging past warriors of light. What did you guys get yourself into?
A lot
What
of
we
fun
always
is what we've gotten ourselves into.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you need any assistance.
Damn, I don't know what to use as an indicator. Okay, so for now, we'll just say
A lot of fun, but nothing to learn.
for now we'll put this above your head.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Okay, that was massive
Thought
for
it
a
was
second.
As a
gonna
marker.
be that big for everyone.
Just as an indicator. What did I say?
Oathbreaker's Pledge.
Oathbreaker's Pledge.
Okay, he's probably gonna have multiple attacks targeting multiple people, so we need indicators.
Yes.
Spitball in here.
And he ends his turn.
Really? One
Can I
action?
get some rolls?
Red Steve's like, really?
That's not a good sign. I mean, it could be a good sign, but I don't think it is.
He has a limit break charged on us at the end of the round and 2 passives. I mean,
Yeah, but it's one action. Can't be that bad.
Oh shit, I forgot.
oh. See? There's a
Oh
second
my
action.
god, can you please stop fucking trolling me? Thank you. Okay.
It wasn't a troll, I'm just assuming it's
Not
the second
you.
action.
Yeah, Miss Mess. You almost
Mister,
trolled
stop
him.
trolling.
For what it's worth, 24 on Murderer's Edict.
Total?
All right. Georgie, when the limit break charged, you became tethered to Solis.
Okay.
Okay. That's the only thing I forgot. We're good.
Steph, we got a
Yes.
standby roll. 24.
24 on Murderer's Edict.
Murderers.
On Berlin.
Is that the limit break? Is that what you rolled on?
Yeah.
That is the limit break.
Yeah.
24. There's a tether on Georgie.
24 is not bad, Miss Mess.
Huh?
Over 20. Yeah.
Not terrible.
Yeah, usually over 20s are pretty decent.
I always get scared if it's under 30.
All right.
Usually. Been gone for 6 months. There's no usually for you, okay?
I mean, I usually roll 4 anyway.
Did I hear Rick rolled?
Rick rolled on limit break.
Yes,
Okay.
Berlin
On
24
Murderer's
on
Edict.
Murderer's Edict.
Murderer's Edict. Charge during his first turn, triggers at the end of the round. Part of a trifecta of limit breaks: the Murderer's Edict, Madman's Edict, and False King's Edict. Murderer's Edict. During your turn, soft tether yourself to the enemy that is closest to your current position. Tethers can be transferred by passing through them. At the end of the round, deal 1,000 slashing damage to the tethered enemy and identical damage to all enemies within a 100-foot radius of their current position. The 1,000 slashing damage is reduced by 10% of your initiative rating.
Oh.
Can you tell me what's the distance of the person who was tethered that the other people get?
100.
I'm typing
Within
it down.
100 feet of the person with the tether.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
So wait, it transfers when you go through it?
If your model goes through it, Brandon, then the tether will attach to you.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So by
I really
adapting,
want to take this one.
Yeah.
he used that because his initiative was low.
No,
Yep.
he triggers this limit break every first turn.
Oh, that's the limit break. Okay, yeah.
Yep. This is the
skull
Murderer's
that was
Edict is the
adapted.
limit break. If you listen to the names of the limit breaks, Steve, you might recognize them. Murderer's Edict, Bergen. Madman's Edict, Sidolphus. And False King's Edict, Vayne Solidor.
Oh shit! No, I definitely didn't remember.
It's the three people that Solis exterminated during the Imperial War.
There's a mechanic too, right? The tank mechanic?
There's a tank mechanic and there's 2 passives.
Yep.
I would like to roll on tank mechanic with 23. I already rolled.
There's 3 passives, isn't there?
The
What's Heretic?
Oathbreaker's Pledge.
Yes.
All right. Well, brace yourself. All right. Oathbreaker's Pledge. Deal 1,000. During. Blah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 1 second.
Can I get the first one?
Hey, you better put those blahs in there.
So the reason is because I changed the way the mechanic works a little bit because I put the marker above his head just to make it easier.
Okay.
That's all. That's all it is. I'm trying to find the wording, live, trying to
Yeah,
find the wording.
yeah.
All right. Mark an enemy within your engagement range. This mark will trigger during their turn and deal 1,000 slashing damage to them. Passive mitigation 750, active mitigation 500
750
during their turn. If this mechanic is mitigated, knock the enemy directly away from your current position until they reach the edge of the arena. Once the displacement has resolved, the affected enemy will become affected by Traitor's Burden, which is undispellable, and Traitor's Sentencing, which is dispellable. Once the displacement has resolved, the enemy will pulse 50 chaos damage to all enemies within 180 feet of their current position.
180?
Yeah. Traitor's Burden. That's the undispellable one. Traitor's Burden will apply a 500-point shield to the affected target and permanently disable their damage reduction effects, spells, abilities, cooldowns, and limit breaks. The shield applied by Traitor's Burden will be increased by 125 for each enemy damaged by the pulse. That little pulse that went out? Traitor's Burden will be dispelled once all shields applied by Solis are destroyed on the affected target.
Oh god.
That was a lot.
I'm not even done.
Fantastic.
I'm not even done.
Oh my god.
Because I said that Trader's Burden and Trader's Sentencing would be applied to them, right? So I haven't explained Trader's Sentencing.
That's the
Before,
dispellable one, right?
Yeah.
am I able
Trader's,
just? Oh, okay, never mind.
Trader's Sentencing 1, it's one stack of it, is an augmented, dispellable effect that will apply an additional 300-point shield to the affected target and will gain stacks based on how many enemies were damaged by the pulse. This will not increase the potency of the shield. It'll increase the amount of stacks of the shield on the person that need to be dispelled. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Augmented dispellable effect, by the way. Augmented is the word for the effect is what's reinforced, as in like you can't like mass dispel it, AoE dispel it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to dispel each stack one at a time.
You go over Trader's Burden again?
One second, I'm not done.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
To the affected target, and will gain stacks based on how many enemies were damaged by the pulse. Once all of this has resolved, Solis will summon an orb of energy above his head that will hard tether to the primary target of this mechanic. At the end of the round, the Oathbreaker orb will launch to the enemy and deal 1,000 dark damage, reduced to 250 with active mitigation. Obviously, they can't use active mitigation until the shield's gone, though.
Disgrace.
Reduced to how much?
Reduced to 250. It's reduced to nearly negligible if you manage to get everything off of him and he can block it.
Here's the question.
Yes.
It says when the knockback resolves. What if I tell him no?
I mean, so technically, it doesn't say if it resolves successfully. It says once the knockback resolves. So basically, if I knock you back and you say no, then the knockback has resolved and I move on to the rest of the mechanics.
Okay, yeah, don't do that.
That means I'll be getting hit and increasing your shield.
Yeah, can we go over a few of these again? Trader's Burden.
Trader's Burden. Trader's Burden is the undispellable one that will apply a 500-point shield to the affected target. And Trader's Burden will permanently disable their damage reduction effects, spells, abilities, cooldowns, and limit breaks. The shield applied by Trader's Burden will be increased by 125 points for each enemy damaged by the pulse when they pulse after the knockback has resolved. Trader's Burden will only dispel itself off the enemy when all shields applied by Solis are destroyed. Should I speak slower?
Yeah. Oh, I got it.
Okay. Trader's Sentencing is an augmented dispellable effect that only has one stack, but that gains stacks for each enemy that is pulsed by the same pulse mechanic after the knockback. As long as Trader's Sentencing is active, it empowers the shield by 300 points, which can be like the 300 points will be deducted as soon as the Trader's Sentencing is dispelled. At the end of the round, he summons a big fuck-off dark spirit bomb that will completely annihilate the person unless they are able to actively mitigate.
Okay, I think I got all
continue
that.
because I'm not done.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Discipline mechanics. Assailants and devastators deal an additional 25 damage to this shield.
Oh, okay, at least. Good.
What
Sorry,
was it?
I'm trying to drink.
Assailants. Duelists?
Devastators.
Assailants and Devastators.
Hello.
Mark triggers during Georgie's turn and deals 1,000. She's gonna deal 1,000.
What? What'd you say?
The mark triggers during their turn, so during Georgie's turn, and deals 1,000 slashing damage.
Yeah, during their turn, not at the beginning of their turn.
Oh.
He has time to.
He has time to react if he wants to, but he has one action to react. As in, like, Solis will immediately try to use it during their turn, which means that obviously Georgie can respond, but cannot set anything up immediately.
Okay. Should we find a term for that?
Okay.
That feels like a newer
I mean,
mechanic.
it's a newer mechanic that allows, because I've gotten feedback on certain mechanics that don't allow people time to do things, and this is one of the ones I'm introducing to give you guys more wiggle room. Mechanics that trigger during the turn instead of at the end of someone else's turn where you can't really do anything about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
So we'll just say after one
it's
action
not after
econ.
one. It's he will use it when your turn begins. So as soon as your turn starts and you are during your turn, then you have an action to do something, and Solis attacks you during that action. So
okay.
If you're faster than him, you can do something else. For example, like damage him. But obviously active mitigation resolves first at all times, which means that you don't need to be faster than him in order to actively mitigate.
Right.
The same rules as when
I
we're
heard Easter
reacting,
scoff
basically.
earlier. Is there a problem, Easter?
I didn't scoff.
I thought I heard you scoff. Okay.
Okay, can I just make sure that I have
coughing?
this correctly? If I just
You never
read it.
know. I was just asking. You can say something if you want. I'm just, as long as it's constructive.
I'm just trying to figure out what the most efficient way to be would be to mitigate this, and I think it's going to be just going into Lunar and then using my baby Dawn Guard stacks, but those are going to go real quick.
Would you rather have inerrant pressure, or Magister's Retort?
Magister's Retort.
Let me roll that.
Does everyone understand the mechanic, Miss? Are you okay?
Well, that's why I wanted to clarify, but then I guess we're moving on.
Well, what did you want to clarify? I can clarify.
I just wanted to read it because Benji, I don't know if it's the bird talking to me or if it's actually Benjamin talking, and he's a little whoo-hoo, so Star's like trying to write this down.
No, it's Benji, but not the bird. It's
He's a
the
little, cuckoo.
the hill troll.
It could be the Giga Hill Giant.
Yeah,
I don't
it's the
know,
Wolfmeister.
which
That's the one who's
Benji
talking to you right
is.
now. That's the one.
So mark an enemy within engagement range, and the mark will trigger during their turn, dealing 1k slashing damage. Passive mitigation is 750, active is 500. If the mechanic is mitigated, you knock the enemy till they hit the edge of the arena. When they hit the edge of the arena, they'll be applied Traitor's Burden and Traitor's Sentencing, and a 50 damage pulse will go out to all enemies within 180 feet. Traitor's Burden, which is not dispellable, will apply a 500 point shield and basically disables their limit breaks, abilities, cooldowns, blah blah blah.
Okay, so you got one thing wrong. Did
Okay.
I say if this mechanic is mitigated? That's not part of this mechanic. Sorry.
I thought it. Okay.
No, it's just when they suffer damage, they're knocked back.
Okay. So just let me delete that. Okay.
If I said that, that's my bad, because there's two tank mechanics. There's Oathbreaker's Pledge for people he believes are still on the wrong path or still haven't proven themselves, and there's Oathkeeper's Pledge for people who he believes are on the right path or are what's the word, on the heroic side. Not heroic, because even Georgie's heroic. It's more of a character alignment thing. You know what I mean? Good versus bad. That's all. So
okay. So then Traitor's Burden, apply the 500 point. I got that right. The 500 point.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
Okay, and then their cooldowns, abilities, limit breaks are all disabled. It's increased by 120 points for each other enemy that was damaged by the pulse. Then there's Traitor Sentencing. It's dispellable, but it's a 300 augmented point shield, so I have to dispel one shield at a time. Gain stacks for each person who is hit by the pulse. Once all resolved, he summons an orb and tethers to the primary target. At the end of the round, the orb will go to the target and deal 1000 damage. If all the temp shields are gone, they only take 250 damage. Deal an additional 25 damage to the shields if you are an assailant or devastator. That's what I have written down.
It's not if all the temp shields are gone. It's
Okay.
if all the temp shields are gone, they can use active mitigation and reduce it. So the second blast of 1,000 damage, it can be actively mitigated down to 250. But they can't do that as long as they are affected by Trader's Burden. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's the whole point of getting the shield off of them, is being able to block the fuck off dark blast that is going to hit them. So
it's active mitigation though. That instead of the 1,000 is active.
Yep.
Okay.
1,000 damage, 250 with active.
Push the shield down and dispel the stacks.
Or if I stand near him and the pulse hits me with the 125 and the 300,
What's
he
pretty?
gets a 925 shield.
What?
You don't want a bigger shield,
He's gonna
Nibble.
shield his target so that his ball hits the shield only? Is that the logic here?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm confused. What?
He's trying to use the shield that Solis applied to Georgie to soak the ball that's going to hit him, which I don't believe.
No, you can't shield them while they're affected by this, guys.
No. I've meant the shield that Solis gave him. Does the orb, after everything resolves, damage the shield?
No. No.
Fuck.
That's funny. I guess I should have mentioned that, but no, it doesn't. It damages the person. It would make no sense for Solis's own mechanic to negate the fucking orb.
That would have been pretty cool.
That was like almost 3 hit.
Yeah, but it was like 1 now. It's a half
It
head.
is a Nibble question, I'll give you that.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
It's Nibble's
Ready
turn.
for Magister's retort. Oh.
Rolled an 18. Tactics.
God damn it.
Oh, 18 total. 18 total. 18 total.
Otherwise, we're dead.
Otherwise, we're dead. Magister's retort. Whenever a break, ailment, or job effect is successfully applied to Judge Solis, this mechanic will automatically trigger against the enemy who applied it to him.
Wait, what?
Solis will deal 4 times 50 holy damage to the targeted enemy and dispel them of a single beneficial effect for each instance of damage they suffer from Magister's retort.
Stand next to me and wait until I turn my meat on.
Turn your meat on?
That sounded so weird.
What
There
the
are
hell?
4 separate hits,
Wow.
which means if Georgie puts an effect, or hell, even your break, if you lower the damage, granted, if it dispels you if you successfully take damage. So if Georgie's is better than yours, you might want to wait.
Yeah, let's see. Whenever break.
Okay. So whenever a break,
I'll say it
ailment,
again.
or job effect. Okay, thank you.
Whenever a break, ailment, or job effect is successfully applied to Judge Solis, this mechanic will automatically trigger against the enemy who applied it to him. Deal 4 times 50 holy damage to the targeted enemy and dispel them of a single beneficial effect for each instance of damage suffered by Magister's retort. So you get dispelled 4 times if you get hit with all 4, with at least a part of all 4 hits. So if your thing only reduces damage by 47, and you still take 3 damage 4 times, you're still getting dispelled 4 times. Whereas if Georgie's reduces damage by 55 and you take no damage, then you don't get dispelled.
Oh boy.
Or if you're standing within my aura, even if he hits you, you don't get dispelled.
Perhaps that's not
That
the
works
best
too, because
idea.
Georgie's aura protects from dispelling. Yep, he's right.
Oh yeah.
If he
That one
stands
was
next
so
to you,
short.
he'll get hit
love
with
it.
the pulse.
So
Or
the
let
tether
Jekyll's
is just
quietly
the orb,
like,
right?
Don't get hit with the pulse.
The tether's just that orb, right?
Is that the 150?
Soft
No.
tether is the limit break.
No, so the orb. I'm gonna do this while you guys are like figuring stuff out. But The skull above his head, that's the orb targeting him.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to change the color of the skull to gold to match the fucking orb. Give me a sec.
Nice.
But the soft tether you can intercept.
Right.
It's much better if you get it, Master Nibble.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is it by 600.
Just make sure you move away after.
Real. Real question is, do you want me to break your shield or damage? Let's see.
Will you be able to get to him after he gets knocked back? We don't want you close because of the 180.
Well, yeah, I'm saying I can move in now.
You guys really
drop
need to
a
calm
shield.
down. Jesus Christ.
That shit scared me. I was like looking at Google Docs, like
He doesn't have his
typing
shield
in
yet.
grammar, and then.
Oh yeah, he
There you go.
doesn't.
It's after he gets knocked back that he gets it, so he'll have it like back here if Georgie lets himself get to the edge. So Georgie, I think, can stop himself anywhere in between. Like he could just refuse to get knocked back.
Right.
But it's not beneficial right now because then we'll all get hit by the pulse, right?
Yeah, then we're stacking like 425 shield on him.
I have
3.
an idea.
But yeah.
What? No, it's 425 total.
Oh,
right?
you mean 4 of the dispel, but it's also plus 125 on the base shield too. Times
Oh no, 'cause
3.
if I'm reading this right, Trader's Burden applies
Plus
another
125 per person hit.
125 per person hit, and then Trader's Sentencing is an
Yes.
additional 300.
Yeah, until you dispel it. But
Right.
it doesn't. I'm not hitting Georgie with the pulse, which means it's only 3 of you that can give the plus 125.
Oh, okay.
That's all I meant.
Got it.
I have an idea,
125?
Permission.
I thought it was 120.
Oh yeah.
You can do that thing where you kind of scuttle over people, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
If you come over here, I'll let myself get knocked back since you're going to get hit anyway, and I'll just bring you with me.
Oh, okay. So I could just save my damage to knock your shield down, I guess.
And then if we don't need as many hits, I can throw you back to Solis.
I like it.
So we're accepting a 125 extra.
That's a 2
How much was the
I gotta
shield?
get off of him.
That's on him?
500
It'd be
base.
500. So 625.
Can you do 625 in a turn? In a round? If you can do 625 in a round, I'm playing the wrong class, I think.
I mean, wow, that's kind of messed up. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if this is really a maybe situation, Nibble.
I know.
Because adding 125 is an extra spell.
Well,
I mean,
he
can
won't be
you do
able to get
500?
in range.
No, I can't do 500. I could do like, I don't know, like 450-ish. Not even. Be less than that. Be like, no, like 450. Yeah, I could do like 4.
Oh wait, we get additional damage. We're assailants.
Yeah.
Wait.
25
Wait a
damage.
minute.
Extra.
That's 25 extra damage per hit?
Yes.
I got it.
Okay. As
Your
long
brave
as you're
slash
able.
counts as a 1 hit, Brandon.
Okay.
That's still 75 damage. Let's see. 75 damage total. Yeah. This is cool. Alright.
Did you use your whiskers to count too?
Well, it'll be extra 50.
I found that funny.
Oh. I still don't know if I can get it all.
Well, that is why I expected you to come with me, is that I don't think either of you can do it alone. but there will be leftover damage somewhere. You two are stronger than that.
Okay, so I can hold action and bonus action for whatever I want. And I don't want to apply any breakstones, so don't do that. I do have my hasted attack, which I can't really hold, so let's just use that on Solis.
Or not.
Or not. Doesn't matter. I absorbed the orb, by the way.
Fuck. It's not a very good one. It's okay.
This is the esteemed Nibble.
Oh.
Hee.
You'll see Nibble start to like shake. I can't control it.
What did Rascal teach you, Nibble? Watch your footing.
You're right.
To be fair, Solis, it's pretty on par for Rascal to teach him that.
Solis will step forward and activate one of his mechanics.
God.
Sentencing strike.
Uh-oh.
What?
Hold on. I gotta write it down.
Same.
Duck and cover, Master Nibble. Duck and cover.
Out of the way, bunny. What is that? What's that? Steve distracted me with that. What was I doing?
Sentencing striking.
Sentencing strike, 300 damage.
Oh.
What kind of damage?
Slashing?
Slashing. Mistress is like, slashing? Yes,
the Oathbreaker does blunt damage.
Was this
He's
because
dealing
I rolled a
holy
nat one?
and dark and a bunch of shit. So
Would I just call this a passive? I guess. Passive
probably a
will
main
happen.
mechanic that
Why?
hasn't.
Did you say why to me?
What are you talking about, Nibble? Sorry?
I was wondering if this was because I rolled a nat 1.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Well, let me get that out of the way.
So maybe if you miss?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good guess.
That's a good guess, yeah.
Uh,
A roll on his
if you
AC
are
might be good.
successfully damaged by this attack, which you are dispelled of a beneficial effect of Solis's choice.
Oh no.
Which is haste.
Oh, imagine you
Jesus
would have taken
Christ.
Vigilance. He's like, I'm holding actions for whatever the hell I want. Vigilance is gone. No more actions. Rip.
Vigilance is a permanent effect on Excalibur.
He suddenly forgets what he was gonna do.
Wait, what was I doing
To
again?
be fair, that would be fitting.
That's
Alright,
very
Nibble, it's your
Nibble.
I absorbed the orb.
The tether.
The tether. The limit break tether.
I take the tether.
The tether's already on you, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Look, it's right here.
Very
look.
short
Oh, shit.
arrow.
Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no.
You ended your turn and the arrow just went straight to her.
Oh,
She's
no,
like,
no.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. What did I do? All right. So, Star will turn to Jekyll, and she'll be like, I saw you doing your calculations over there. We're outside the 180, correct? We're good.
So long as Master Georgie doesn't stop himself before the edge,
Okay.
we should be fine.
Okay. Great. So here's the new thing now, guys. Usually I try and generate some range shards by damaging, but I'm gonna have to take off 2 shields, and I'm probably gonna have to throw up a rainfall. So maybe next time I can damage. Please keep it in mind. If I can't damage, I can't take the shield stuff off of you for dispelling, okay? All right, and Star will hold her bonus action to get the, which one is it? Traitor sentencing off of Georgie.
I know.
Okay. Jekyll.
Will hold my I will hold my action.
Sorry, I have a
wait.
question. Oh. I have a question. Doesn't Nibble not get his thing dispelled because he's in Georgie's aura, or he has
It's
to put it up
not
first?
on yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if it was auto or not. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so that backfired a little bit. He came in close.
Excuse me, Mr. Iron Abs, are you there? Can you tell us what this pressure is?
I believe he's talking to you.
He's exerting some kind of pressure, like a pressure cooker.
Master Nibble.
Karis would like to roll tactics on Solis flexing on the tank.
Inerrant pressure.
Because he assumes the pressure is coming from his muscles.
Makes sense.
All right, go ahead and roll.
What's the roll again? 1d20.
Exclamation point D20. And whatever your tactics modifier is. You do that yourself. Good roll.
18 plus 18. So it's like a 36 or something.
That's okay. Well, that's not good enough. All right, let's keep going.
No, it's a 36.
Or something. Who are you on standby with?
Karis.
Karis. There's
I
only
only
one person.
have one person.
You're rolling tactics?
Yeah.
It's plus 20.
Even better.
Or something.
36 or something.
Okay, what are we rolling on?
Definitely something.
Inerrant pressure.
Solis permanently emits a powerful aura in the encounter, which will weaken his enemies. Reduce all enemy healing received by -5 for each enemy that is wounded in the current fight. -10 for each enemy that is heavy, and -25 for each unconscious enemy.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
That is pressure.
You hear that, Miss Mess?
Yep.
You need to reduce your heals based on how many people are wounded, heavy / unconscious.
Right now it's 5% less.
It's -5, yeah.
-5% or 5 flat?
5 flat.
5 flat.
Per
Are you
person?
kidding me?
Per person, yep.
So it's going to be -20.
-20 if they're all wounded. If they're all heavy, it's -40, and if they're all if they're all unconscious, the match is over. But for each unconscious person, it's -25.
Insane.
Karis assumes that.
Can I
Jekyll
just
will
do
get
like put in the modifier like the negative amount and then just do the roll? Okay.
Yep.
100%. Right before you cast anything, just -5, -10, whatever it is, and boom, it'll just do it.
Okay, good. Oof.
Yeah, I have a question.
You can also, if you look in your modifier right next to it, there's -5. You can literally just click that for at least for the -5 one.
Yeah.
The big orb thingy happens right at the end of round, right?
Yes.
It happens at the end of the round. Since Georgie's initiative is so low, it also happens at the end of his turn.
And if I hold for same timing, would that work?
What do you mean?
It's because Nibble says he's fine to get the shield down. I don't trust it enough to.
No, we already said that I probably can't do it on my own.
Okay. So I want to make sure if I how fast can I react if I hold specifically for that? If I concentrate for as soon as Georgie ends his turn, I shoot it just a little bit faster than the orb goes to him. Would you allow it if I hold?
A little faster than the orb gets to him?
Yeah.
One spell.
One spell I can hold? Okay.
You could probably time one spell to do that. Yes.
Okay, so I'll hold my action for that.
Okay.
And
Well, I'll get the
hold...
shield during my turn, Jekyll.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not
Master
at the
Georgie.
end.
Leave the tactics to the mage, please.
Well, the
Strength is
tactics
your
involve
forte.
me taking a giant shadow ball to the face, so I'd prefer to be involved in the tactics, if you please.
Just trust.
It's like a
the
golden
process.
shadow ball.
That doesn't
Yeah,
help.
so action for that. Bonus action for on his turn. Okay. I'm gonna water gun his turn. Okay.
Kind of water gun is a bonus action for you. That was
Georgie, as your turn begins, Solis will rear back the Oathkeeper and smack you with it.
I grab one. I'm
Are you
coming for their
actively mitigating
asses.
this?
Yes, I am. Bonus action to Dawn Guard.
Dawn Guard, smack. Miss Mess,
Mm-hmm.
that's -10 healing.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding
As
on
you're
to
getting
Nibble.
knocked back, Georgie,
Hold. Don't.
you'll hear me with my voice getting, less and less loud as you're going further and further. Trust the process, Master Georgie.
Trust the process.
I get knocked back this far, I think.
Why?
why?
Because that keeps me outside of the 180, and it lets me move back into his range if I need to.
Hold on.
And it should be outside of the range of Jekyll and Star.
Yeah, it is.
So I allow myself to get knocked back 80 of the 140 feet.
Okay. Where's the Templar's knockback immunity?
Can
you share it?
1 second. I'll have to find it. I can't remember if it's part of Aegis or if it's part of Path of the Righteous.
Nope, it's not part of Path of the Righteous. It's not part of Aegis either.
Might be just the bongo one then.
Okay, well, if it's just the bongo one, then you choose to be immune or not. You don't get to choose where you stop.
Oh.
Because the bongo one says you are immune to knockback, which is, by the way, an old way of saying it, because I like the wording. I'm going to change the wording. I'm going to make a note of it. You can choose to immunize yourself against knockback effects. Obviously, if I make you completely immune, you might get fucked by mechanics like this, so I'm not going to do that. But in the sense that you can choose, but either way, it's a choice when you get knocked back. It's either he doesn't move me because I dig my feet in and momentum doesn't start, or he moves me, momentum starts, and I sure as shit am not stopping now because, well, it's Solis knocking me across the world. So, I'm gonna. So that's why I wanted to know, because if the Templars one was worded differently, then obviously I could give it to you if I had worded it differently. But if it's not even part of the Templars kit, because I don't remember it being part of the Templars kit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I think I probably, because the knockbacks are movement.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if it would be considered as I would get to the max of the Templar movement and stop, because I can't get more movement than that. So I wasn't sure if that would count as one.
I don't. Well, I mean, enemy movement? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll get knocked back to the end here with Nibble. The orb will target you. And the tether is on Nibble for the limit break. And I already gave you your damage, right? Which means that what I do now is I apply the pulse, which hits Nibble.
Mm-hmm. Actually, how much is the damage from the pulse? Is that magic damage or slashing? Or is it internal?
It's chaos damage, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's only meant to count the people who get hit by it. Like, it's not even meant to be a pressure mechanic. That's why the damage is so low. 50 damage to Nibble, which increases the shield on you to 625 plus 300 and makes it 925.
Which will then trigger stars.
Which, 1 second, just let me finish everything.
Yeah. That's I was just waiting for you doing.
Burden is the undispellable one, which is why it has the star in front of it. And then Traitor's Sentencing with 2 stacks because and I don't know how I should like mark. You know what? I'm gonna use this instead, maybe? No. How do I mark something that is affected by augmented?
Square brackets, maybe?
What?
Square brackets, maybe?
Oh no, wait. How about double brackets?
Oh, there you go.
Fine.
There you go. Okay. Trader's Sentencing, 2 stacks of Trader's Sentencing. And that puts you at 925, and we're good. 925 gets reduced by 300 if you guys manage to dispel Trader's Sentencing.
Okay, so everything's done on Solis's end. So this
I think
is
so
going
for now.
to trigger. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that.
For now.
Is Trader Sentencing a break or an ailment?
Also, I should have hit.
It's an ailment.
Georgie, I'm gonna hit you with Magister's Retort.
Did that work correctly?
Why?
Because you applied Heretic to me.
There's job effect.
So if I do it,
Well, actually, you apply Heretic during initiative phase.
Yep.
So combat hadn't really started. Okay, I won't hit you with it. I don't want initiative effects to trigger it because then that feels like a slap in the face. So.
Oh, okay,
No,
it
we're
did.
good.
Because it's normally 37. Okay. Sorry, I was just making sure that the thing correctly.
Did you
took
reduce
off
it?
the 10.
You did.
Yep.
Okay, I see it.
Yep. Because it's supposed to be plus 37. That's why I was making sure. And 58. So he's dewdrop twice, which means he gets that taken off.
Does Dewdrop break? Does Dewdrop cleanse breaks? Because this is a break effect.
You said ailment.
I didn't. Did I say ailment? I didn't say ailment.
No, I
just heard you say effect.
I was surprised when you said ailment.
Effect. It's not. I didn't say ailment.
No, miss said
I said ailment, and you had said okay. That's why I had.
He's a judge.
Judges
not
always
an
apply
ailment.
breaks.
It's a break.
They
It's a break.
apply breaks, yeah.
Can I take
You can
that
take it back.
then?
Take those back because
Okay.
you were under false info. I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's a break for sure.
Okay, so I just do the negate value.
Yep.
And
just
then
negate
put it
value
on
and
Georgie, so he gets the damage again.
there you go. Give yourself everything back, like all the resources you used, and
Yeah,
you can
I did.
change. These were held actions, or no? You have vigilance, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit. I don't think I put it in. This can only be triggered once per round, so I can only take off 1.
I can take off 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Clear Ava for 1 out of 5? Can I know if it's an action? I don't think I wrote that down.
What?
If Clear Ava is an action, bonus action, I think it's an action.
Comes a bonus action at 3.
Okay.
All this
this
shit. I
is-
don't know if I can take off 1 without.
All stacks of a single enhancement effect if you're if the enemy is damaged successfully.
Did I use Rippling Prayers? Yes.
So the reason I checked Nibble's an assailant. Assailants usually need to damage something successfully to trigger their help effects. Obviously, if there's a massive shield on Georgie, then it's not going to happen.
Okay,
react.
so I'm going to use my
you're not
Clear Ava to get that off of him. but I'm exerted, so I can't do it again.
Okay. So one stack is gone.
And see what else.
Is he armor broken?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't. He's
yeah,
not
I'm gonna have
been hit.
shit.
Master Georgie isn't that hard to hit.
No, not him. So let's.
He's as big as an ox.
Yeah, I need to be able to hit Solis to cleanse Georgie of his break.
So you mean you took that right
Wait,
for
what?
absolutely nothing?
It's not how that's worded.
What?
If the enemy is demonstrated the strength, you're able to dispel all stacks of a single enhancement effect from them, or it will dispel all stacks of a negative break effect from yourself.
Heroism. Echoes out in the 50-foot radius.
50-foot radius from the damaged enemy, dispelling all stacks of single enhancement effect from each enemy in its radius, or break effect or dispel break effect from each ally within the radius. So he needs to be within Solis's radius.
Well, bring us back in, buddy.
Wait, I have.
Yeah, he
what
needs to be. You
cleanses
need to be within
breaks?
50 feet of Solis, Georgie, if you want this dispel.
What cleanses breaks?
Available. Great.
Patches.
I thought it was force powder.
Well, force powder cleanses breaks, but it cleanses specific breaks. Patches are the ones that can be used on anything that's considered a break. Same thing with remedies.
I don't have a patch.
Is it just patches or patching powder?
Nope.
What's
Can't make
patching powder?
I don't know.
It's a made up thing. Nibble just came up with.
I have it in my inventory.
You have patching powder?
I'm asking because it could have been an early design for
Yeah,
patch.
I have 3 patching powders in my consumables.
I have no idea what that could have
Tell
been.
me what patching powders do.
Nope.
I have never heard of this.
Where are my notes?
I think before the remake, they were what cured armor break, but I'm not 100% certain about that.
Okay, they don't exist anymore, Brandon, and I don't think they were patches, but you can convert your 3 into 2 patches.
Hey.
Perfect.
Okay.
You want to take this out of my pocket?
He can't do anything.
Oh, he
no,
can't?
he can. He can.
Yeah.
He can move. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He just can't defend himself.
Oh, okay.
I can't, and because all that's left of is my active mitigation.
He needs to actively mitigate this fuck off laser or blast that's coming toward him, though.
So it's less damage for you. I'll react while you ponder.
You want me to help?
Can you not move into range of him?
No, I only have 80 movement.
Well, oh no.
Do I roll damage on Georgie directly stuff?
Yeah. Yikes. Did you give that a bonus?
Nope, I forgot the bonus. Let me roll the bonus.
Plus
As
25.
fuck.
Yeah, I have the damage bonus here. 5.
Can you get into that circle?
No.
Fuck. Oh, I can't dispel it.
206. Use your patch, no?
He said he can't. Can I bonus action force it on him?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've always been able to do that.
Here you go.
Here you go.
I just shove it in his face.
Okay, well that worked. Please remove one from your inventory. Did you have a bonus action?
Yeah.
And you are effective with vigilance, which means you did not need to hold it, which means traitor's sentencing is gone. Which means this drops to 419.
And then we're gonna swing at Georgie. I've been waiting to do this.
I think he has something against you, Master Georgie.
Oh no, it's just fun.
While Nibble's swinging at Georgie,
Meeting friends?
Georgie's just gonna pick him up in his palm and start walking back towards Solis.
Did you add plus
then-
25?
He's gonna do it. He's doing
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that says 23. That's a different number than 25. Did it work? No, it didn't. I keep forgetting I have the dragon in chat.
That still might not work.
It's not gonna work.
Just add 50 to your next roll.
Yep, makes sense.
I can do it. Let me do it. Just add 25. I'll do the extra damage.
Okay. Swing in.
There.
Star will turn to Jekyll and she'll be like, "Can you get the rest of it off?"
We shall see.
Oh.
He got it.
Ah, he doesn't even need it. Oh god.
Oh, sorry for the little extra.
It does spill over. It's okay.
That's heavy though. That's 10, 15
That's
now.
15. Yeah.
This is getting spicy, Master Star.
Right. So Star will just react and do her dewdrop that she was gonna do before.
Okay.
Oh, I guess this is still like her held bonus action kind of thing, but alright, so minus 15.
Technically, there's no such thing as a held action when you have vigilance. You just kind of use your action. So.
15. Do that.
Where is it? Okay. Yeah, the blast doesn't go off on you because it's not the end of the round. Georgie, are you done?
Yes, I am.
Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. Get my one action.
Negative 20.
This would have been prepped.
Third? 20?
If I'm the closest, does that mean he's gonna target me now? Uh-oh.
So it's Waterja that I held for. Since Georgie's no longer dangerous, I don't target him anymore.
Do we want me in melee range of him? Because he doesn't have anyone in melee.
Oh. Yes, we learn.
Good question.
Would you like me to put you there? It would be my pleasure.
Throw me.
Oh, gently.
Although, wait, if I get targeted with that shield, we're kind of fucked.
Are you talking about Oathbreaker's Pledge?
That
the
one.
tank mechanic?
Yeah.
Mark an enemy within engagement range? That one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something tells me he won't target you with Breaker.
Okay, he gets targeted with Keeper instead. Is it really a matter of discussion there?
He'll do something more sinister if nobody's there.
Does Nibble not have the thing where it's like the Moogles?
What?
Where
Tiny?
Because isn't it the Claren that they can choose whether or not they're like priority targets and stuff, but then they merge together?
Yeah, but the issue we're having is that no one's in engagement.
Oh, okay. You're just trying to get into engagement. Okay, I gotcha.
Did Georgie end his turn? All right. Mechanic goes off. Georgie, ball careens towards you. What are you doing? That's what he's doing. That reduces it to what? 250, right?
Yep. That takes 75.
I can get to engagement range if you guys need.
And the mechanic has resolved. I can hide this skull. Boop.
I mean, he could throw me in.
I'm throwing Nibble.
Yeah. Just
And
throw me.
then
10.
The limit break triggers.
15.
Technically, the limit break triggers first, but whatever.
Did you guys hear my sinister comment?
Yes.
Yes.
Murderer's Edict.
I thought I was muted. Sorry.
Solis will slash at the air, creating a rip in the mist within this place. As he does that, a wave of energy will fly towards Nibble. What's 10% of your initiative rating, Nibble? 600?
604 if you round it up.
604 or 603. It's 603. It's what was rounded down. 603, which means I put what, a 603 shield on you. That works. What is this? 1,000 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Would it be further reduced by mitigation? It's not, but would it be?
Yeah, it would be, because technically he's not getting a shield, so he can. Yeah, it's just me trying to be lazy.
Right.
397 is the value to all enemies within a 100-foot radius of Nibble.
Does wait? What did that say?
That wasn't in the calculations.
It was,
But it was in the
I figured
tooltip.
we were good. We're good. Remember 180? We were fine here, Jekyll.
Just believe, Master Georgie.
Is there any mitigation, Easter? Because it would be further reduced by mitigation, so it's 397 minus whatever your mitigation is right now.
All right, give me a sec.
Slashing damage. He's in, isn't he?
Is it's slashing damage?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I can't mitigate it.
Passing it into the round. Slashing damage, you're right. Okay. I didn't realize you were in Lunar.
Alright, so this is a
slashing.
20.
Oh.
So the limit break is done.
Alright, hold on.
End of the round. Oh, wait, whoa. Fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would say I didn't get my stuff off yet.
No, it's not just that. Solis has end of round mechanics.
Oh, God.
Even more.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm gonna do them now, though.
Okay, so mine don't go off yet.
Please don't forget to throw Master Nibble.
It's not his stuff yet anyway. What do I roll? Is it athletics or physique?
You can choose. If you roll at physiques, it adds 25 feet.
It's also disadvantage.
It's also disadvantage.
Not for his free ride thing.
Oh no.
Where is it? Did we change it where it is?
It's not that far though. I don't think physique is needed.
Aerodynamics.
Oh, you can't double click. You have to right click the window and share.
If it goes off the roll itself, you do need physique. Because he's 55 feet away.
All right, at the end of the round, Solis will activate Indicator's Compass.
Whoa.
I feel like I'm safe, but I'm not
feel
sure.
like I'm safe. Lol.
I'm not in lasers.
That was funny. I feel like...
Oh, there's a skull on the ground. Okay.
It's just me adding like indicators that I didn't think of that are helpful for you guys. That's all.
Yeah, you should scoot that a bit closer to the left. Go more west. Manifest destiny.
I don't think we're safe, Master Star.
I don't think so either. Maybe we have to stand in the lasers.
The little corridor looks safer to me.
The little corridor.
How tall is this boulder? Like, am I able to just like contort myself and just hide behind it?
The boulder's gonna get annihilated.
Oh, spoiler alert.
And for his second auto action, he'll activate Word of Law.
Yeah, that's why he only has one action on his turn.
Yeah, so what did I say? He activated Indicator's Compass, And now we activate Word of Law, which is...
Does it count as one action if he gets a limit break for free?
Yes.
Steph, you've created a monster in Orpheus, man. I keep picturing Orpheus in these fights now, and I'm like, oh man, it'd be so good.
All right. He gives himself Regen 100, Protect 50, Shell 50, and Haste 1.
Good God!
Do we
What?
get to know which one that was for?
That was Word of Law. He applies Word of Law to himself. It just buffs him like this.
Oh, I had that spell with him. Word of Law.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two new mechanics are Word of Law and Indicator's Compass, if anyone wants to, I don't know, figure those out.
I mean, Word of Law speaks for itself.
Now his turn begins, but Nibble got thrown, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay,
I get
so
to
I can
do
do
my
my
regen.
end of... Wait, yeah, I need to do end of action. Does it even heal?
As his turn begins...
Wait, it's minus 15?
Two people are in heavy, it should be minus 20.
I did minus 20, didn't I? Oh, you're talking to him. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do my regen.
And
Would that affect enchantment
just to
effects?
keep everything
Like auto regen?
Yes, because it says all enemy healing received. So yes.
So that's it. So that's a 0 Nibble.
It's technically muting all your healing.
That's already minus 20.
Oh, you already minused it. Okay.
Yeah.
At least 17's pretty good.
Did it say negative 10?
Did I forget anything? Did you guys apply an ailment or an effect to him? No. Mismas is handling the healing aura. We're good. Limit break is done. And he senses someone within his engagement range.
Georgie's soul burns with fury, but he has yet to tame it. Yours, Nibble, has always been selfless.
He nods his head.
Solis will activate Oathkeeper's Pledge. Oathkeeper's Pledge on Nibble.
Does this buff me?
Doesn't sound so bad.
Doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I bet you I get a buff.
Nope.
It's a
new round.
You get a Blitzka.
You need a roll on Compass. from
Yep,
somebody,
coming.
please.
Oh,
that's a nat one.
In that one, who are you on?
Benjamin.
Benji.
Benji?
The bird pecked me as I was rolling.
Benjamin, the bird, shits all over the console and causes it to short out.
God damn it.
You guys, you guys can only have one tactics roll per round from your allies.
Oh.
Didn't Kier's fix
Does
it
his
with
count
hitting
as
the
the one?
hammer?
I fixed it last time by hitting it with a hammer.
Does his roll count as one, Steph?
No. I'll let you guys try again.
I think yours is correct, so you do it.
I feel like Compass is important to know.
Compass?
Put it to a vote there, but I feel like
Indicator's
Compass is neat to
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Barrel and Tactics.
Did I set all this up? Yeah, I did. All right, Nibble, during your turn. I think that's it. Yep. Oh, during your turn!
Wait, but we rolled on Compass.
What's the value, Rick?
25, he said.
Tactics.
Indicator's Compass. Summon the Indicator's Compass mechanic at Solis's feet. At the end of the next round, the insides of the lines, that's the corridor that Steve so warmly called it, the inside of the lines will deal death damage to anyone standing within their area.
Wait.
Okay.
And the four divided sections of the arena will explode and deal 1,000 holy damage, active mitigation 500, to all enemies within their sections. While the compass is summoned, an enemy may choose to apply subjugate to themselves in order to make one of the sections safe. This will remove the skull for one of the sections and cause it to deal 0 damage. Applying subjugate to themselves can only be done at the beginning of their turn, before any of their other resources or action economy has been consumed, and will apply an effect on them based on their job roll that will only expire at the beginning of their next turn. You did not roll high enough to know which job rolls get which effects.
Oh no.
Yes, Master Nibble, that means you shouldn't stand there.
Yeah, it's getting a little hot in here.
Sorry. Can you just repeat when they choose to subjugate and it makes their area safe, what happens?
They will be afflicted by subjugate, which is undispellable until the beginning of their next turn, which puts a debuff on them based on their roll. So based on their discipline. Discipline's the word I use, my bad. Discipline. So for example, hybrids will get a debuff, etc., etc.
And then what was the active mitigation? It's 1,000 damage, and then if you were actively mitigating it,
it's 500.
Okay.
And it's holy damage. Holy damage? Holy damage.
Star will look at Jekyll and she'll be like, you still want to be in the corridor?
I could maybe survive it. I could maybe learn from it. It looks very powerful.
I'll make a deal with you, Jekyll.
Who wants to take the compass then? Or the subjugate?
Well,
interesting.
I'm assuming you don't want the healer to take it?
Probably not.
Who are you on, Rick? What was the person who rolled?
Berlin.
Berlin? I believe Master Berlin mentioned it. Black mages cannot take it. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
I dearly wish I could.
I'll look at her notes and she'll be like, Jekyll, that's not. And then he'll just like glare at her. She'll be like, oh yeah, I remember hearing that too. For sure. So, either the tank that doesn't have the tank mechanic on him, or the poor little mouse that has the mechanic on him.
Shit.
I can take it up there potentially.
Okay.
I don't know what it will do.
Huh. Oh, and he has regen and protect on him. Oh god.
Those look dispellable though.
They are.
They are.
Yeah, Star was just telling Nibble in character.
And he's not armor broken yet. And if I apply a break, he's gonna dispel me.
Oh, then you lose auto regen or auto energize.
But while standing next to him, Nibble just kind of knocks on the armor to just get a feel for it to see if it'll be hard to hit.
It will be.
Ding, ding, ding.
1,000 AC.
Oh shit!
I didn't give Solis a thumbs up.
Is he
Here
weak
we
to
go.
anything?
I'm surprised you had to check.
Yeah, I just forgot how sturdy this shit is.
We're gonna armor break.
Is he perhaps weak to water?
If you can move in that circle without being disengaged with him.
Yeah, he can.
Actually. Yeah. Armor break.
That'll protect you from being dispelled if you're in that circle.
Brandon.
What?
Open your ears, please.
What?
Stand in that circle so you don't get dispelled.
Oh.
I'll let you move.
Yeah. I knew that.
Stop looking at your buttons.
True. That's armor break, so it's an auto hit, and then bloop, there's the damage. And let's apply. Yep, heroism, armor brew for 3 rounds.
Should be minus 50, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Is Georgie able to? Well, okay. Is it Georgie taking the subjugate, or is it going to be Nibble? Because
It's already too late for Nibble.
I will take the subjugate.
The only thing I'm worried about now is I can't tell if Nibble's inside the corridor or not.
Oh, I am right now. I'm had to move out.
Which one are you taking?
He's taking the top one, so we're gonna move up here.
Move
like
up
over
where?
here. But I'm gonna try to stay in engagement range.
I can't make it there.
Oh.
Which one
That's
can you make
120.
Oh,
Can
Georgie,
make it
can you make it to one
anywhere
across?
Nope.
in mine.
Fuck.
I only have enough movement to make it either to the top or bottom ones.
Fuck.
Is it? Did I hear correctly that it was reduced by mitigation?
Yes. To 500.
Yes.
Oh, to 500 with active.
Armor break.
Oh, I can't reduce it on you.
What do we want to get rid of first? His regen or yeah, regen, I guess, and then protect.
I think regen's the most important.
Yeah.
Haste is pretty bad too.
True.
Did Steph even use a hasted action?
Nope.
No, because it's just he just applied it to himself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Technically applied it at the end of the round,
Steve.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
he's not. He doesn't play by the same rules as everybody else.
He
It
doesn't
technically
have
gives
to.
you the first round free.
Boop boop.
Half his mechanics are done 1 round late.
So I have a quick question, Steph.
Yep.
You added Mirage to my kit because Warp didn't make that much sense. However, can I still roll Warp with like disadvantage or something in combat?
No. Warp is straight up an ability that can't be used in combat now.
Okay.
I actually
I'd
won't
be able to
heroism
make
though.
that.
Yeah, I won't heroism. But we will still attack.
I don't know if that would be inside of the thing or not.
If what would be inside of the thing? Where you were a second ago, you were outside the corridor of death.
Okay. That's what I was trying to check for.
Oh, you didn't want to walk through him.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
One, because I'm respecting Steph's fucking models, and what's going to happen if I try to walk through the giant man made of plate armor?
No, I'm saying that's fine. It's a good
The
idea. I wasn't
giant
criticizing
man made
you.
of plate armor.
Okay, so I can't. I'm not going to use Splintering Wave because I cannot do enough damage past the protect. Which means if I can't hit him, I can't dispel.
You did like 400 damage last round. You telling me you can't do anything anymore?
My Splintering Wave, I use my shield. It's not the same as my sword. It does 42 damage at most.
Anyone have a dispel tonic?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, if we can't dispel this, we're in the pooper. Anyone? Fuck. I can. Yeah, there's no point because he's gonna keep healing.
Anyone have any recon?
I do.
Anybody? Steve has recon. Anybody else?
I have 1,000.
I have. I have 10.
I have 10,400. What does it cost?
Does anyone on standby have recon?
I don't. I can look in a second.
3,500.
I don't.
What'd you say, Neil?
3,500.
Got 3K.
Hey, Paulo? Standby, Jay?
I have 999.
You're so cool.
It's rare day, Paula, to miss a standby check.
I have 999.
999.
You might be muted and not realizing.
If you want to make a deal with Nibble, I'll take 2,000 recon per mechanic that you guys want revealed, and you guys can surrender.
I don't think that we're in surrender territory, are we?
If we can't armor break him, we're screwed in this fight.
I don't need armor break. Didn't you
Or
just
not
armor break him?
Dispel. That's what I meant.
You mean dispel like the
Shell,
regen and
your
stuff?
attacks are being reduced to Jekyll.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
And it's minus 50, and then he's gonna heal 100 every time. So if we can't dispel all that, we're screwed.
I mean, if you're brave slashing, it works the same, like the opposite of your brave, right? So it's only reducing 50 total. It's not reducing 50 for each slash.
I don't mind you guys doing the fight normally. The problem is we started at 8:30 and we're going into 11, and we're in round 2 at the beginning. Like, you guys are taking a long time per turn, and these mechanics aren't complicated. So it's like you're stalling because you're like,
they're
don't
a
know what to do
little
next.
complicated.
They're
No,
not
we can.
complicated.
I think we can keep going. Do we really not have any conditional breaks for this guy? Like cleanses for the breaks?
I don't.
I don't.
Star does not. Nibble doesn't. He needs to deal damage successfully. You don't as a black mage. And the Templar is not a tank that has that.
You have to bring dispel tonics to this fight.
Enemies aligned to the light will often buff themselves.
I can damage more than the regen every round.
Minus 50?
While minusing your spells by 50 as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I have absolute water. Can't it not be mitigated?
Absolute water only works on natural resistances to water and immunities and absorptions.
But yes, I can. The 50 is less than my modifier for my spells. Like, I'm doing 3 spells. I can out damage this. So if Nibble finds a way to deal damage, even if he needs a down round, So long as we survive the mechanics and do them properly, I can outdamage the regen.
I mean, I'm down to
Okay,
keep
well,
trying.
if you guys want to continue, then let's continue. Let's pick up the
Yeah.
pace a bit.
Yep.
My only problem is I can't break through that gel.
Oh, when you need to attack?
Yeah, to generate shards.
Yeah, but you don't need to damage to
Whoops,
it.
sorry.
To,
That
do
should be
that.
minus
To
50.
accumulate the shards? Okay.
No, you don't. It says it right here. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but I'm
Is
just worried about
You
he's a
literally
special
have been on this
wait.
Hydromancer for a
But
year.
he's a special boss, okay?
No,
I
it
don't
works
know.
the same as any other boss.
Okay.
Where is it? Water. Share.
Yeah. I know, I've been looking at it. I've been looking at everything.
Oh, okay.
Trying to
Then
see if
you're
I can
fine.
dispel.
You're
I just
absolutely fine.
okay. I didn't know if he was special because he has like
He is
the...
special, but not in this case.
he has the whatchamacallit shield, the
Yeah, it's just
what was
casting
it?
the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
Gucci.
the unbreakable.
It's not minus 50 per swing of Brave Slash, is it?
No, it's not. It
Okay.
works the same way as the other way around,
The
right?
opposite of Braver
Right.
Faith.
Yeah, exactly.
Then here's the minus
Augmented.
50, and then another regular.
And another regular, and another regular. Oh no, never mind. You already hit it without minusing.
You already
Yes,
outdamaged the regen.
yes.
So everything I do now is
Yeah.
gravy. Okay?
And then that. So were we trying to? Actually, I'll just free ride with you, Georgie. You could just take us wherever.
So here's the problem.
Oh yeah.
We don't know what your thing is going to do. I don't know if we want to have you in the same quadrant as us.
I mean, he's gonna take
So
1,000 damage.
kill him then.
Nice. Thank you.
We don't know what
Because-
you're thinking. Oh, he means the tank mechanic. I was confused for a second. This here,
mean-
my spell is hiding.
Because
He
if
I'm
doesn't.
out of combat range there.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Forget to
One second.
move.
He doesn't have
to here.
He doesn't have active mitigation, so he's going to take 1,000 damage if he.
It's not the same
stays
one.
in a... What?
Well, yeah, from the quadrant, yeah, he'll
Yes.
take 1,000.
And already, I'm going to have to dash, so I'm down an action
Why do you have to dash?
because I have to get up to that top quadrant.
I just checked, like, at the beginning that I could move around and make it outside of the corridor of death. So I can make your quadrant safe.
Okay. So if
I
you
would
can
just
do that, then I
move.
don't have to.
I would move, though, closer. So if this happens in the future, you can move and you're not
Yeah.
in the worst place possible to get that mechanic.
Really is the worst place
I have to
possible.
use
Right in the
Ocean's
middle.
Heart to disengage.
I mean, Jekyll's further than me.
Yeah, but I can teleport to anybody. And I
Oh,
I
good,
maxed
teleport to me.
my mirage.
You can also cross over into like that quadrant, right? You are hard for
Yes,
any job to
yes.
move to any quadrant.
Yep.
I can teleport within 120 feet now of my allies. It's massive.
I mean, even if I go here, you pick a different. Like, if you try and go
I'm
back
here,
to that
sorry.
quadrant, I'm not going to
Okay.
be able to make it.
Whoops. That's
Can
supposed to
Nibble
be
not
ticked.
make it to your quadrant? Yeah, Nibble definitely can.
Huh?
Oh, yeah,
I
because you
didn't
can
say
just
anything about
ride.
Nibble.
All right.
My
you can
idea is
also just ride.
basically I ride with Nibble, and then before I end my turn, I throw him. So he's
Yeah.
unless I don't know, somebody
Uh,
can roll tactics or something to tell us what the
Nobody
mechanic
can roll
does.
tactics.
Nope.
I
I
put the
can't
wrong
move
armor
you,
break
Georgie,
on.
right? You already
for a second.
moved your full movement.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
showing Star what my
There we
movement
go.
was going to be.
I had the wrong armor break on him. It's supposed to be 2 rounds, not 3.
Not unless Karos can manage something. The communicator
Probably
again.
going to be a pulse, though.
So am I? Okay, Ocean's Heart move. I'm not being in the same quadrant with you guys? Because we don't want to
mean-
risk this thing, or?
You're going to go down if you're not in the same quadrant with us.
Yeah, you need to go there, but you can ride Georgie. Georgie's
But
turn.
we also don't know what you're going to do, which might damage
Well,
us. also. And you might go down.
Yeah, it's fair.
So I don't know. It's up to you.
Wait, does free ride count as a disengagement? I don't think so.
Do you have Nibble or Nimble?
Yeah,
Nimble?
Oh, I do.
He does have Nibble.
Okay, then I don't need Ocean's Heart. Okay, yeah, Georgie can carry me though.
Do you have Nimble?
Yes.
Is it a? I think it's a Burmesian passive, like a permanent effect. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're fine.
And that's it for me. And I'll hold. Oh no! I already used everything. And go.
And go. So I guess I gotta move closer.
Oh shit! I completely blanked.
Oh.
It's Nibble's turn.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, it goes off.
The
anyways.
fucking tank mechanic needs to go off, guys.
Yeah.
Uh.
What happens now?
Yeah. Oathkeeper's Pledge triggers.
I'm ready
Nibble,
for the
do you have mitigation?
No.
He has magic mitigation.
Does he have passive? Is it passive mitigation?
Yes, it is.
It's passive mitigation, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is currently under my lunar aegis.
Oh, sick.
Which drops it to 750 instead of 1,000.
Oh.
Apply the mitigation to him.
Does it really matter?
I technically not.
So 750 of passive, but I'm gonna assume 500 of active.
Okay, that was a heal, but okay.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I thought it was temp.
What? Very strange buff, Master Nibble.
So minus 50, right? Yeah. Oathkeeper's Pledge, just let me read it.
I'll read chat.
Wait, me rechat?
And Neil.
They said Nibble.
Dear God. Okay.
That's an action too. Oh my god, action. I have
All right,
nothing.
as the mechanic resolves and Nibble goes down. The energy cleaved from Nibble will appear on the battlefield. Do you guys see them?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right, mechanic has resolved.
Ooh. Can I guess?
Boom.
No, I'm not gonna guess. I was gonna say maybe we could just like hit each other's orbs. I saw that on a show before. Where you just take each other's damage and like, you know?
Karos is trying something to fix the communicator.
Can't
Is he?
roll on that.
Yep.
I don't have any messages.
He's messaging in the chat. He's quote taking his hammer.
To see if I can get it working for next. D29 plus. What are you doing? Athletics? Smithing?
Assuming it's smithing.
You're not talking.
Oh,
Like,
delete
your voice
token.
isn't. You're muted.
Oh,
Say
my bad.
something.
Sorry, I'm proficient in both, so both are fine, whichever you prefer.
I'm not
Smithing
the
roll.
one playing.
Smithing.
Let's just do this.
Plus 33. That's a strong fucking smithing roll. All right, you can roll if you want. Lumi.
That is a 26 for Oath. Oathkeeper's Pledge is what you wanted?
Nobody's
Yes.
answering you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, for the orbs. Yes.
Deal 1,000 holy damage. Deal 1,000 holy damage. No. See, I knew I wasn't doing it right. Summon the Oathkeeper's Pledge marker above an enemy's head. During their turn, deal 1,000 holy damage, passive mitigation 750, active mitigation 500, to that enemy within your engagement range.
Whoa.
What's wrong, Nibble?
No, I just said whoa.
Okay. Once this has resolved, spawn 4 orbs called Heroes' Burdens in 4 different sections of the arena. This could be anywhere from huddled in the middle to all the way on the outer edges of the arena. And it's random, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Summon 4 Heroes' Burdens in 4 corners of the arena with an amount of health equal to the amount of damage suffered by the targeted enemy, and have them hard tethered to each of the enemies in the encounter. So he took 750 minus 50 means they each have 700 health.
Equal.
Okay.
At the end of the current round, these burdens will fly to their tethered target and deal 500 holy damage. Passive mitigation 300 to them. The orbs will collide with the first enemy target they encounter, which means they can be intercepted at the time that they fly into their targets. Burdens have a permanent 90% damage reduction applied to them that is only temporarily disabled on a turn in which they are successfully damaged by their tethered target. Their tethered target deals... their damage is not reduced by 90%. So, for example, Jekyll's orb only reduces damage from the other 3 people, unless Jekyll damages it, and then for the rest of that turn, it will take normal damage from the rest of the party.
So all of you need to hit your orbs.
Got it.
Do they have weakness damage?
Nope.
No. Fuck.
That being said, the person taking this mechanic usually lowers the damage a little more. So.
I
mean, even then.
That was a lot. That was a lot. I didn't.
Even then, what?
I feel like
down.
Solis, as far as damage goes, Solis himself has to fall over to a stiff breeze with this many defensive mechanics.
There we go. There's the Easter opinion I was waiting for.
No, he's not like...
I'm good. Yeah, so...
I can mitigate the damage on everybody by 75, but that doesn't help very much in this situation.
Can everybody attack their orbs?
I can
At
attack
least
my
once?
orb.
No.
Like, what would be the point of attacking the orb anyway if it's not destroyed? Did I miss something?
No, I can deal pretty good AoE, but
over
I guess 7. How much is it?
719, something like that.
You can technically AoE them all down, but your allies have to damage them on the turn you decide to explode them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Which is fine by me. Yeah.
Okay.
But Georgie just said he can't do his.
I can't do mine and move into the section at the same time.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
It's not a very... Depending on where the orbs are, it's not a very targeted by melee or targeting melee friendly mechanic.
Those only spawn if the target goes unconscious. Is that it?
No, they spawn regardless.
It's part. Okay, it's the mechanic. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
If Georgie got it, he would reduce
They
it by
can-
half, and then reduce it further, so it wouldn't be 700.
No.
Yeah.
If it was Georgie doing it, they'd be about 300 health.
Oh, Nibble's down, so he can't hit
Did
his.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Did
I
they
can
take
get
more
it.
damage from
Oh,
assailant
he
stuff?
already.
Do we have a way to read?
Nope.
Yes,
Right
I
now?
can res you, but
These orbs do not take more damage from assailants. No.
Either way, they have how much health? Does it spill into his death, or does it take only the health that, like the 418, not the 418, the 750
oh, no.
minus
It's
418?
the full that was dealt to him.
It's the full?
They have 700 health each. I can confirm that.
700. Yeah,
are you able
I
to
can't
do
700 alone.
So should we just try and just learn what we can from Recon?
I think we let Nibble take the death saving throw
Right.
and get in. If you get in range of me, I can reduce the damage that you take. But I will keel over to that.
I mean, we're all gonna keel over, are we not?
Ooh.
Jekyll just said he can't do 700 damage.
Well, yeah, but they deal 300 damage to you, right?
Okay, but
Can
also
you, like,
if
we'll
I
survive
do,
it. is
so
what he's saying.
if I do this, this is the game plan, fellas. All right. So I have 2 rain shards. Okay, remember me saying I need 2 damage to generate these to do heals.
No, you need to
So
cast to
I
generate them.
I will Waturga Solis, which is going to give me 3 rain shards. So that's an action. Then I'm going to teardrop. I can either teardrop or I can just raise Nibble, but teardrop's going to give him 100 health.
No, don't raise.
That.
Let him take the death save.
Are you sure?
Yes, and you raise him
Okay.
after the thing collapses into him.
Yeah, I was saying because then I'll just get down anyway. So.
Okay, so either way, that's
There you
another
go.
action. And then I have a bonus action where I need to hit the orb, right? So that's going to generate me 1 shard. So raising him with teardrop is going to take all my shards. Then I gain 1 shard, and the only healing we're going to get is from rainfall. And then we wait until my turn happens again. I need to generate shards, or I just need to raise Georgie and or Nibble if he falls back down.
Oh, well, it'll be Georgie if he's not healed more, correct?
Yeah.
Because
and I can't heal him. And right now,
will you be able to survive the 300, Easter?
I can actively mitigate it and take 125.
So he just needs a little bit of healing.
And
But
he's
it's heavily reduced right now, the healing.
He's only gonna get it after Solis's end of round stuff because I go after him.
I can potion.
Okay. Benevelze, you said or Spiritus or Solis, whoever you choose to be, identify as today. You said if we intercept, they take less damage?
Nope. I said that the tethers are interceptable. The only way to reduce the damage they deal is with passive mitigation or higher, so active or passive mitigation.
So there's no point in me intercepting it.
Or hitting them.
Okay.
Or what?
I said or hitting them, right?
Or destroying them, yes.
Destroying
then they
them.
deal 0 damage. Yeah, then they deal 0 damage.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay.
If you can coordinate and get a big
Nibble,
AoEer to just burst when they have lower health, that's how you get rid of these.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially they should have lower health, right? If they were at 500, I could maybe do it if I get good
They
rolls.
wouldn't be at 500 though. Like if you get Georgie, how low would they be?
Low, but he wouldn't use this mechanic on me anyway.
I mean, he would on another Templar. But yes, he's right. He wouldn't use it on him. The point is, fine, let's use Orpheus. He wouldn't use this mechanic on Orpheus.
No, of course not.
Okay, well, Orpheus, for example, would reduce it by 90%, which means it would go down to 100, which means each of these things would have 100 health if a duelist did it.
Oh.
Now, that's not just duelists, though. There are some tanks that can mitigate that much as well. Actually, Georgie is one of them. With enough stats and with his stuff like stacked up, Georgie can mitigate it a lot too and bring it down to maybe 300, 320 or something each, which is well within the killing range of most AoEers in this campaign who are geared anyway. So. Yeah, it's not hard to deal with this. It's just you guys happen to be in a bad spot at the moment. That's all.
It's not the damage that's going to be the hard part with this. It's everyone being able to enable the AoE on the orbs. Like, that's the hard part of coordinating this. It's not doing the damage itself.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, that's true. That's part of the mechanic. Yes.
Okay. Did I already spend my mana? Yeah, okay, and I had that all set up, and then we were waiting for... Okay, so my question was... Because he's in full armor, right? And armor, when it gets wet, it rusts. So, does he have weakness against water?
He's not weak or resistant to anything. He is completely neutral.
What a bitch. I tried.
I would have found out earlier.
You didn't ask earlier. You didn't ask. 2, 3.
It's possible
You're
that
right,
I
I
would have
didn't ask.
forgotten.
I assumed that he wasn't weak.
He's not weak to water, no. He's, let's see, humanoid, mythic boss, weakness none, resist none, initiative ascend to the highest of all initiatives.
All right, so I don't have to do this because I have vigilance, but just for clarification, I'm holding my bonus action to damage my orb when Jekyll's going to do all the orbs, okay? And my reaction is being held to raise Nibble. There we go. Whoa, what?
No, there's no point. I won't be able to kill them. There's no point.
So...
I'll be padding the DPS meters, that's all it is.
So then what's the game plan? Are we just...
The game plan is stand close to Georgie. Okay, and trickle some heal on Georgie if you can.
So you don't want me to hit my orb?
He's definitely gonna go down with that.
Okay, well, anyways, I don't think this is gonna
Okay,
help.
so I'm just gonna say it. This fight is not going well enough for a turn to be taking 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
this is... What?
I'm just saying, I'm completely okay with, like, you know, fine, we can take 15 minutes a turn, but you guys are dead at the moment.
Like, yeah, well, I don't want to forfeit because I just want to play. I want to see, you know.
I'm okay. You guys can definitely play. I don't mind you guys playing.
20?
Problem is I don't think the turn should take 20 minutes each.
Well, no, it's because we were doing the whole orb thing. I had the game plan going. I just need to know.
Where you're standing is fine.
Do I take extra heal negation because Nibble's dead?
Yes.
25. Negative 25.
Negative 25. Okay, so he's added.
Negative 25, negative
and
10
negative
for the
10,
heavy person.
So that's 30. Oh, God.
35.
35.
Yeah, 35.
Negative 35. I don't even think this heal's gonna do anything, but sure, here you go. Your little heal that you wanted.
Oh, you damaged him.
You damaged him.
Wow, that's impressive.
Oh my God.
I love it.
He said he could potion though, right?
I'm not worried about it. It's hilarious more than anything. It's not like a bad thing.
When I saw the 2 dice, I was like, oh no.
Well, I mean, like, if I had better rolls, like, it could have just given him a 1 health. I just, you know, needed a 3 instead of the 1.
Alright. Let's just see what we can do. I just want to...
Alright. Sorry, should I just heal him for 1? My bad. Where's the heal?
I mean, can it do negative healing? Can it actually damage? The healing modifier is like
Oh, I thought you guys said it did damage him. That's why I was gonna do that. Did it not damage him?
It did. You healed him for -1, which is equivalent to 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so I need to heal him for 1.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
No, you damaged him.
Water was spicy.
-50, right? Jesus.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
Oh, Nepal, you're back.
Can I put -50 there?
Okay.
I've been here. I just went to the bathroom earlier.
Wait, the healing. She can damage me if the healing goes over.
If the healing
Under?
gets low
Apparently
enough,
so.
yeah, for sure.
So if but that wouldn't be true in the reverse.
What do you mean?
As in, when Solis was damaging Nibble for 3 instances of 50, he doesn't get healed for 25. When his damage is reduced to negatives.
Three instances of 50? What are you talking about?
Whenever he triggers the Magister's retort.
So you're saying lowered damage due to resistances doesn't convert into healing?
Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense for reduced healing to equate to damage.
I mean, technically, if reduced damage does not equate to healing, then reduced healing should not equate to damage. Yeah, I agree. Heal him for 1. You're right. It should just stop at 0.
Okay. I got it.
That is true.
Can you move me? Is that enough?
Move. Yep, that's enough. Barely.
Okay. So, do I still need to heal Georgie? Question
Is he armor broken?
Yes.
Yes.
He is.
I have him armor
That's
broken.
why. That's why I did water gun.
Oh god.
You were able to bust through the resistance with your armor break?
It was
Yeah, it's
before
only
he had
minus
the
50.
thing on.
Okay, it's only -50, so you're fine. Okay.
So was Georgie... Is Georgie taking a potion? I don't have to damage him? Or I heal him? Damage,
All right,
maybe.
Let's
Heal
pick
him?
up Nibble.
Yay.
And let's go over here.
Georgie, is your health pot enough to keep you up?
I will take 125 damage. It is reduced by 35, so my Z potion will heal me for 65. So yes, it should be enough to keep me up. And I'm bringing.
You picked Nibble up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yay.
Oh god, this includes
Aren't you all
me
dead?
rezzing people.
I mean,
Wait, who's dead?
50%.
All of you guys, because he can't subjugate.
No one can subjugate now. They've all done things.
Oh,
One
that's
has
true.
to
We
be
completely
active.
forgot about subjugate.
Oh.
Wait, no. Can't Georgie move there and then subjugate?
He can't take a pot then.
Georgie hasn't done anything yet?
He's
No.
moved, that's
He
it.
just moved.
Where is it? Indicator's compass. Subjugators can only be done at the beginning of their turn before any of their resources or action economy has been consumed. That doesn't include movement. Like movement is not included in that. So yeah,
But
if he
he
hasn't
can't
done
take
anything,
a potion though.
Yeah, he can't
if he
take a
hasn't
potion.
done anything, he can subjugate.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he takes a potion, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subjugate me then.
So we'll see what his subjugate is, right? Because it's class dependent. job
Subjugate
dependent.
tank.
That also means he can't mitigate, right? So all these balls are gonna do 700 damage to us?
Is that what that means?
Hold
'Cause
on.
We don't know what it does.
Hold on.
Subjugate tank. Damage reduction, passive mitigation, and active mitigation are reduced by 50%.
That's pretty pretty harsh. Holy moly.
That being said, the skull is gone, and everyone's going to survive that mechanic.
That's just tank specifically, not frontline?
It's just tank specific. Yep. Duelists get a different one.
So these will deal 700 now?
Yeah.
Hey, Steph.
That's not
let's make
true.
a deal.
Like, if he still activates passive mitigation, they're still reduced to... Wait, 300. They deal 500 each, Steve. They don't deal damage equal to their health.
Ah.
And then they deal
good.
300
So-
with passive mitigation. So
Yeah.
if
Survive this.
it'll deal 263.
If he... Yeah, I'm assuming he have this is mitigation, so yep.
Yep. Which makes it so I won't survive.
And then
Okay,
we
Star will
res
handle
Nibble, but then
Yes, the stars got you.
nobody.
Do not fret.
Yeah.
But then nobody will
We've got
be
this fight in the bag.
in range of
Yeah, we have him
Solis.
on the edge.
With all the nat ones and with the
There's only one, right?
You know,
Well,
one nat one?
The no, the one on standby, not letting you guys get
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
information.
Yeah, that's rough.
Here's the thing: Georgie goes down. I bring Nibble up, but there's still no one in Solis's range, right?
Oh, we'll just reveal another mechanic.
Oh God. Or
Another one.
Yeah.
She's like, oh god.
spend. Because I get him up and what is he?
Okay.
Is he wounded?
I can get one of
And
them
then-
up if there's a phoenix down somewhere.
And another one.
It wouldn't work because it's
doesn't
only, it's
work.
only 50, and you're all going to be 2 damaged for Phoenix Downs.
Correct.
Well, no, that's
No, it's
Yeah.
at 30 right now.
It
Oh yeah, but
will-
it's gonna be 50.
400.
It
Fuck.
will be 50.
Yep.
It'll actually be 70 because you're going into heavy and she's going into heavy. So
Hey,
it'll be
Steph, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How does bolster interact with a mechanic like that? Like,
What do you
if
mean?
would it reduce the total or would it reduce the pre-bolster value?
Technically, bolster is not active mitigation or passive mitigation or anything like that. Technically, bolster is improving upon active mitigation, which means bolster itself would not get reduced, but the mitigation would. So,
Okay.
So the base mitigation gets reduced, and then bolster gets added on top of that.
Okay. So then that would make it 50 plus 75, so it'd mitigate 125, which is basically the same thing.
Okay, so change of plans. I'm not using teardrop on Nibble. I'm gonna use raise if we continue with this.
So did you put Nibble down there?
I'm putting him down on the other side of me because I can't see the laser at my feet. I'm too tall.
Good choice. I mean, good choice.
So you're gonna put him down here then?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because otherwise it was just straight up death.
Oh, then I
So-
don't have to worry about reason. What?
We death
It's
embrace.
true. If you kill him, you don't take the damage. And
And the healing goes back up to normal because he'll just be gone.
My god.
This
I
is
didn't
some
realize
sticks talk
Sticks
right
was in
here.
the party.
Yeah, there's some sticks talk. Talk and a half.
He has to die.
It's Nibble too. It's specifically Nibble too.
Why does this always happen?
Ejected.
Why does
He
this
just-
always happen?
He just gets ejected, guys. The drama.
if you use that strategy, you immediately get Oathbreaker's Pledge, or Oathbreaker's Pledge
Jekyll?
forever.
Yeah.
Jekyll, if you're going to come to me, you need to do it now.
No, I can't. Not happening. Master Georgie.
Wait, does Jekyll go down?
No, he'll just
Oh,
take the
okay.
full. Well, he'll take 500.
Can we
can't-
please move this along? There's not much strategy involved in wiping.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, your turn took forever too. Let's not.
Well, no. My turn took forever because we were trying to figure out all the mechanics that were. No, I was down for doing the recon, if you remember, sir. And I already knew what I had to do.
I just wanted to keep playing. I just want to play.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's why I didn't want to surrender.
I
know
mean,
we're kind of death spiraling, and this for
it's
sure
not
wipe.
a death spiral. This is just a death like slooge.
Oh,
Like
Holding
100
bonus action
foot.
for active mitigation.
End of the round triggers.
Let me
the orbs are the tank mechanics, so they'll trigger first.
Yeah, right.
So what are you? Could just apply your reductions, Georgie, and tell me what damage everyone's taken.
All right, they going to be reduced. Why do I only have heals for that?
8.
Give me temp.
All right.
How fast are these orbs, Steph?
Very fast. They like shoot through the air.
Oh, okay.
I had prepped this, so after the orbs hit us, raising Nibble. See, I'm already prepped.
I'm gonna take both of these orbs because I'm in between Nibble and his.
So you're gonna take these orbs. Okay, so that's 300. Is it on the next attack or is it on like how does this work? Can I get a? Where is it?
So if they're in my range, it's for everything. If it's my blessing, which I think is star, because I don't think star is in my 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. So star, it eats the blessing that I have on star. She gets my passive, which is also 75. And then I am actively mitigating because I want limit break charges.
Why 75?
You react when the orbs disappear.
Do you have a bolster coming from somewhere?
No, well, 75
Passive mitigation
halved
by 50%.
Yep.
37.
No, what I'm wondering. Oh wait, I'm on solar.
Yep.
Okay, 75 halved.
Yeah, it's only 60.
Okay.
But
Are you applying the right damage reductions?
Is it the only? I have to ask about the wording. Is it only the stuff on myself that's reduced? Like, is the mitigation on myself reduced by half? And the aura.
Where is it? It's right here. Where the fuck is it? Indicator's compass, right? Yeah. Indicator's compass, damage reduction, passive mitigation, and active mitigation stemming from the tank are reduced by 50%. So it's all of it.
Okay. Then I need to have this value. Apply it to. Well, can you take. Star, can you take your shield off, please?
Oh, yep. Didn't know I had. No. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so that's passive mitigation, right? That counts as passive mitigation?
Yep.
So that's 300 on her. And then you get 2 instances of 300, which brings you down. We don't have to do them both, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that brings you down. And then Jekyll takes 500 because he's not affected by any mitigation. And then the mechanic is resolved.
All right. Here's my question. Because I'm reacting to raise Nibble. Do I still count him dead in this when I'm raising him? Or is he just going into heavy when I raise him? Because I need
when
to
you
figure
raise
out...
him, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
So it's...
Sorry, unconscious. So
it's
minus 25.
50,
yep.
60, 70. So 228 minus 70 is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, the explosion goes off from Thingy. Indicator's compass. Skulls will disappear.
Okay, I'm gonna react.
Okay.
want to use. Minus 50, right?
Indicator's compass goes with these.
Action.
Okay, I'll do that after. Okay, next Solis is affected by a hasted action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Scared to do rainfall. Not rainfall.
All right, so he will activate Magister's Warrant.
People still taking notes?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Whoops. Why didn't you work, you piece of crap? Magister's Warrant.
I'm gonna roll on that before Benjamin fucks it up again.
Wow.
All right, an arrow appears above Jekyll's head.
Why?
That doesn't work because he's dead.
Talking about Georgie?
Nope.
It's not. They're not. They're centered. Anchored is the word. I used Magister's Warrant. Should I use? They're gone, so that doesn't matter. So fuck it. I'll just use Sacred Descent. Sacred Descent. All right. It's okay, guys. I got it.
I hit fate.
He's talking like we know what it does. He's like, oh yeah, I'll just use Sacred Defense.
Sacred Descent? Sacred Descent. Why not? So 1. And the targeting's working. Yay. The only 2 that are conscious are no, 3 of them are conscious.
Yeah.
In that case, never mind.
Okay.
The mechanic will change.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the mechanic will
So
change.
we got a free mechanic. All right.
Instead, he'll use Ruthless Restraint, I think.
Freebie.
All right. Solis will activate Ruthless Restraint. Star. Do you see the mechanic?
Mm-hmm. See the little bands around me?
Both you and Nibble instantly suffer 100 damage.
But still up.
Holy damage?
Holy damage, yes. Okay. And then tethered. All right, Star, while you are inside this cage, a cage of magical energy will just appear at your feet and just kind of encompass you inside this like prison of Magister's energy, okay, of willpower. As it does so, your total movement, bonus movement abilities, passives, limit breaks that perform movement, anything that allows you to move is reduced to 0 and disabled.
Holy shit.
Including her natural movement?
Including her natural movement, yes. And I think that's it. Okay, yep, I'm done. So what did I activate? I activated the warrant and I activated ruthless restraint. That's 2, and now I'm good. I cannot activate my hasted action because no one is within engagement range. Let's go.
Oh wait, I did.
You guys can do your round effects too.
Okay, so what is it now? 25, 35, 45.
I mean, this is kind
45,
of
right? 25,
A little rough.
35, 45, 55.
No, we still
Something.
got it.
Yeah, it's 55.
I mean, we don't got this. There's no healing this. Like,
I'll 1v1 him.
For the Order of Tides.
yeah, that's a 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Did it not go on Nibble?
Or anybody.
I know,
Is
I
that
tracked it
even
and I
mana
put it
efficient
on.
at this point?
Rainfall is free. Why is it not
Oh,
going
okay.
on him?
She's spending
Even
more
if it's
mana than
free,
stealing health.
is it action economy efficient? Oh my god, she's actually doing it though.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Mess. I appreciate it.
I mean, you're making us sit through this, so I'm gonna give you
No, I mean, it's just because.
heal. You better believe it.
I mean, we can
That's
stop
3.
if you guys
Look.
want. It's just.
That 3 heal.
the beginning
Jekyll.
of Solis's turn begins, and
5. Oh.
Oh.
I get to know which one it's gonna do.
Madman's Edict is charged.
Is it not enough? Master Solis.
We will continue until you have surrendered.
Is
Sensing no one within his engagement range.
Oh.
It's only
At least now we'll
Georgie
know.
that would be in there. Okay.
Solis will activate Oathbringer as an auto action. As he activates Oathbringer, Solis will oh, I changed the name.
Bringer sounded cool.
Yeah, no, it was before when the initial designs. I changed the mechanic. It's fine. Don't worry, guys. It doesn't change anything. Okay. As an auto action, because no one is within his engagement range when he triggers his tank mechanic, Solis will activate Magister's Walk as an auto action.
No, Jekyll will hide in the snow.
He'll approach Jekyll, and as Magister's Walk resolves, he will activate Oathbreaker's Pledge.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Technically, because Jekyll is targeted with the other mechanic, right? Jekyll, you're targeted with
yes,
with Magister's Warrant. Okay, as soon as you enter within 50 feet of Solis, his Magister's Warrant will automatically trigger.
Oh
Jekyll
my
will
God.
look up at him because he's obviously smaller. And he's just gonna say, "Mother."
In a radius around him, he'll sweep the Oathkeeper and deal this damage to you. You are successfully damaged by the ability, which means you are afflicted with Addle 1.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you still get the stuff.
He still did not complete his tank mechanic, which means as an auto action, he will trigger Magister's Walk again.
Ow.
Okay.
So are you ready to call it, or?
Magister's Walk means he would walk to the furthest person, which is
Raise hands.
Nibble.
Call it. Jekyll's
I'm
hand
the
will like.
first? I was
Jekyll's
the closest.
Jekyll's hand is shaking as he lifts it up.
Never mind. Instead of using Oathbreaker's pledge, he'll use Oathkeeper's pledge.
It's been an honor.
Can Star react?
Wait. Oh.
Can Star react?
All right, and that ends Solis's turn.
Damn, we still have a
Oh,
chance.
shit! Oathkeeper's pledge triggers.
Quick
Wait, can I react?
Quick
strike has disappeared, Master
All right,
Nibble.
you have quick strike. You get one action.
Who knows? We can do it. Bring it.
Rolled with disadvantage for some
Oh,
reason.
no.
Because he was prone still.
Wait,
That was
but
a
I
20.
wanted to
Are
react.
you serious?
Well, that's a shame.
Okay, well, I'm just reacting.
Oh my
You
god.
put prone on me.
It automatically goes on you when you go unconscious. It has to be
That's
removed
None
by,
of
by
us
Steph.
stars react.
I kept saying, can I react? No one answered. Well, I'm fucking reacting.
The last one has to be minus 50. Oh god, minus 50.
Get him into heavy.
You're
I have to wait till my turn.
No,
pretty
Steph,
close.
don't say. Oh, we are? Okay.
You're pretty
I
close.
was gonna
to
say,
be
don't
honest.
discourage us.
All
We're living
right,
on a string of hope.
Oathkeeper.
Tell me what you
As he uses Oathkeeper's strike on you, and it just cuts you off completely. He'll turn his attention to Star, and he'll extend a gauntlet.
Star will
could
be like,
not bear to strike you down.
"Aww." She'll give him a hug, but she'll try and be careful of the cage.
Nibble rolls over. What the fuck?
Let us be rid of this.
He'll wave his hand, and all the mechanics will disappear.
I was in
Hey,
a
we got-
glass case of emotion.
We got some names though.
As the mechanics fade away, the party is left with the ambient sound of the wind just kind of rushing through the trees as Solis just kind of wanders around and allows you all to stand up. He'll use his Magister's magic to raise all of you, but he won't heal you completely. He'll raise you to 1 health. Just give me 1 sec to change the music to something more appropriate.
Is all I need. Jekyll will go into like a stance. Right down here. I'm sorry. It got the better of me.
Oh, this is perfect. This song. We're good. We'll say 25 health. He'll raise the entire party and just kind of wander off. Lost in thought as he just kind of stares at the nearby forest.
Star will, I guess, slowly and quietly come up behind Solis and like kind of like hook her arm through his arm. And she'll say, "You did what you needed to do when you were here with us. And I know that your family rests in peace. And until we disturbed you, you were resting in peace. Go back to them. But I ask that maybe once we get our bearings, that you would perhaps give us the chance to once again wake you to see our friend again and to challenge you." And she'll like go on her tippy toes and then put her arms around his neck like a hug and then give him a kiss on the cheek.
He'll remove his helmet as you hug him and allow you to kiss him on the cheek. He'll like kind of kneel down so that you can hug him like that because he's very tall.
Yeah.
As you finish, he'll just kind of tap you on your arm, as like a sign of comfort.
Mhm.
And as he'll just kind of nod and lower his head to the ground.
For some of us, it seems the battle never ends. Even
Those who-
surrounded by their essence, it's not the same.
Those who burn the brightest often carry the most baggage.
You did well today, all of you.
It was quite a humbling experience, Master Solis. I thank you for it.
Yeah, it's got me
exactly
pumped up.
What it is. Experience. That will give you the strength to defeat me. Remember my words. Your motivations for what you do matter. My motivations allowed me to succeed. Yours will as well.
Speaking of motivations, battle is not the place for debate, but I took a bit of an issue with what you said.
He'll turn the stoic gaze to you as you just kind of approach and say that, and tilt his head.
Georgie will gesture around to the arena, and he'll say, "Would you let others decide that you're worthy? We each have to pass the crucible of our own pain. And in bearing my father's rage, I have passed through mine. And I will not allow you to tell me that I am not worthy." That is my decision to make. And I earn that right.
He'll tilt his head as you speak to him.
Perhaps I was a little rash when it came to judging you. But you have passed through no crucible. But you will. In time. It was my duty in life to judge and pass judgment. But even we Magisters are not infallible. We are not perfect. Sometimes there is something more.
I was not trying to influence your judgment. Just not allowing it to affect me.
My judgment is only... My judgment worth was only from my point of view. If you do not like my judgment, then prove me wrong, Warrior of Light.
My shield will be strong enough to deal with that blade of yours someday.
Of that, I have no doubt.
As the wind blows through the trees, his pyreflies will start to just kind of twinkle and like float up. He's still there, but he's becoming like transparent slowly.
Yeah, Nibble walks up and does like the warrior gesture of like grasping each other's forearms.
He reaches out and grasps.
I've got a lot to learn, it seems.
Do say hello to Rascal for me.
Of course. I'll be happy to hear.
A part of me wishes him a long life. A part of me wishes he would keel over. Allow me an acceptable dueling companion in the afterlife.
Oh God, you two are equal footing. That'd be scary. Be pretty impressive to watch. Oh my goodness.
It would pass the time.
Yeah, to be honest, he deserves the rest too.
The wind will blow again, and he'll become even more translucent as his fireflies just kind of start to float away, and all that remains is his soul, his pyre soul. He'll turn, like almost completely gone at this point, to Jekyll.
Give my best to Amarin.
I will let them know that you are still as strong as ever, Master Solis, and you live on in the memories and the legends you have created. Until we meet again, great warrior.
He'll nod, and another gust of wind will finally just kind of make the pyreflies fade. And you guys will be left in the middle of a cold forest.
It never ceases to amaze. The legends that have lived lives in Etra's shadow. The champions that she has wrought with her will. But of course, the credit does not go solely to her. No, I believe Etro is simply an inspiration, a push. Believe the rest comes from these magnificent specimens. Yes, collections of mine.
As the pyre soul is released from Solis, Spiritus will just kind of draw it to him and just kind of allow it to hover around him, just kind of gazing at how magnificent it is.
There was something I meant to discuss with you, and I was waiting until I believed you were all ready. But seeing Drizzt sacrifice, or attempt to sacrifice his pyre soul for the life of a crack addict, a withering soul eater that wasn't worth the dirt he stood on.
Don't
And
talk
yet,
about my sire brother like that.
well, that is what I believed at the time, Star. And yet Drizzt knelt and offered his soul. His soul would never have been enough to sustain Orpheus, but he still offered it. And this man here, whom I have dealt with in the past, comes to this place, this horrific scene of torture and sorrow. He does this in an attempt to teach you all. He bears the suffering of the place where his life ended. Truly magnificent. What other souls will you present to me, I wonder? What other magnificent creations will you challenge in this arena? I doubt I will ever relinquish it back to Caius now. It is my arena.
Not just your arena.
Yes, mine and Wisp's arena.
Tsukiyomi and Amaterasu will want to come too. You know they will.
Yes, that will be fun. I have no doubt you'll free my sisters soon enough.
His face will become very morose all of a sudden as he talks about his sisters.
Speaking of my sisters, I believe you received my vision. Of the meeting I had with Tavi. Are any of you aware?
We saw.
Go ahead.
The one at the tower in Solheim, right?
Yes. Tavi was an old colleague of mine on Lunera. She was in love with my sister, Myra. You know her as a Matarasu. Tavi's sorrow became something uncontrollable. And she was planning to do something that I could not allow, not as keeper of the souls of the dead. But that is a story for another time. Tavi wanted Amaterasu freed of Zodiac. A man called Erebus in another life. Do you know this name?
We heard it in the vision.
That is also what Bente called Zodiac.
No doubt a means of destroying the walls of Bente's mind when he fought Zodiac for so long. Erebus always was cunning, always was ambitious, ultimately too ambitious. He was proud, among the most powerful of the Convocation, which is why when his wife began her affair with Tavi, he could not allow it to pass. I'm sure in his suffering in that mass of the cosmos, he still remembers Amaterasu as something else. And I am certain that Amaterasu bears the brunt of his rage. He only discovered after they had transformed. But I am certain Amaterasu suffers immensely in there. It is imperative that you save her.
I found it odd in the descriptions of the people who have accidentally infringed on Zodiarc's consciousness, I suppose you would call it. I'm not smart enough for these kinds of things. That his consciousness could not extend to the breadth of his will, if that makes any sense. He had to travel from one place to another within his own mind.
Spiritus will nod as you speak.
That is astute. The vastness of Zodiac is immeasurable. The consciousness within struggles to control it. It often gets lost in the darkness. I know.
As he says this, he'll wave his hand, and that portal he keeps opening will appear again and give you a brief glimpse of this celestial body with just all these pyre souls just kind of revolving around it in like a river of silver energy.
Whatever aspect we encompass threatens to consume us. And Erebus took the worst of them all. But Amaterasu would be difficult to forget. And he will make her suffer for following her heart. and abandoning him.
Was there something that prevented her from just saying something?
He'll hesitate for a moment. You'd see now, for those of you who want to know, when people hit like those subjects that like don't need a roll, that just kind of trigger dialogue, that was one of them. He'll just kind of wince to himself and just sigh.
I suppose what would have stopped her from leaving him altogether would have been the child.
It's motherfucking intro.
Tell me, Georgie, if the one thing that reminded you of the person who betrayed you, who cut you deeper than you'd ever felt before, was still in your possession when you became a god, what would you do with it? I will return you to the Colosseum. Save them. Because the fate that awaits Amaterasu and her sister will be worse than anything you've ever imagined, should you not save them. Zodiac will tear them apart. Firefly by firefly. On a molecular level. An etherical level.
As if exhausted by the conversation, he'll fade, and the arena will return to its previous state.
Oh, Star was going to ask a question.
Why would he say should? He definitely will.
I have a question, Steph, actually.
Your voice mod is still on. Send me your votes for MVP.
Oh, I'm in.
A question.
If enough of Amaterasu was committed to Bahamut, would one of the people with channel death be able to sense if her firefly is in the massive energy that was like given to Bahamut? If her pyre soul, excuse me.
If her pyre soul. Yeah, someone with powerful enough roll and channel death would definitely be able to sense the pyre soul inside if it's there.
Because I'm wondering if that's a method we can use to detach her from Bahamut.
If you detach solely a pyre soul, it'll take someone forever to rebuild the strength they had.
Oh no, I mean like if her soul's in there, if we can separate her soul plus the energy that he's committed to Bahamut that's of Amaterasu, could we, since it's not within his consciousness anymore, if we could reform her that way?
You could sense that, yeah. Anyone who is sired to Spiritus would be able to do that, or has channel death. Send me your votes for MVP. What did you want to ask, Miss Mess? Sorry,
I wanted...
the dialogue was flowing, so I just kind of did my scene, you know?
Yeah. And then he just like disappeared, so Star's like, yeah. So if I don't know if you have to do it RP, but Star would have asked, because she's been pondering this along with Blair, that if the sisters had Zodiac on the ropes and almost defeated him, and then all of a sudden he beat them, is it because he used the child against them?
That is a very good question. And that's probably what Spiritus would have said before disappearing.
You can't say that.
Probably.
Come back.
Yeah.
I know where you live.
I know where you live. I will go into that fucking throne room. Okay. Reaching a certain level of impressing some of these people, especially people who were once members of the Convocation on Lunera, will unlock like snippets and secrets and shit. So,
Yeah.
I really liked the interactions with Solis. I really liked the ones with Drizzt. I really liked the one with Miss Mess when we role played with Spiritus and her, and then Maduin and her. So I figured it would have impressed Spiritus enough to kind of think, man, maybe they are worthy of this knowledge, even though it's pretty intense. So that's why he revealed this to you. He didn't reveal what Tavi did. You guys figure that out on your own. Figure out if she's still alive. You guys don't know. And he is kind of urging you guys to save the sisters. And now you guys know why they're being tortured. Now you know why.
I thought it was odd.
If you think about it, it makes sense, though. Right?
Oh yeah.
The greatest hero in the history of the planet is born of the goddess of heroes.
I meant like whenever they went into Zodiark, the wolves described, well, not the wolves, it was specifically Tsukiyomi said that they were being tormented like beyond what was normal, right?
Yeah, psychologically too. And Spiritus also mentioned that he did it to Bente, right? That's how Bente knows Erebos' name.
Yeah, that's why I've been getting Kuja vibes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Like, except instead of I won't let the world exist without me, it's I won't let, I don't know. I won't let you exist without me, basically.
It's not just that. I don't want you to think that his need to consume everything is driven by some lost love. Zodiark is Zodiark, is the all-consuming cosmos. The special attention that he's given Amaterasu and the rest of you has to do with the betrayal, Amaterasu's betrayal. But the rest of his motivations are still, of course, he's Zodiark. Even Spiritus told you the consciousness struggles to keep up with the vastness of the creature, of the entity. The entity just wants to consume.
Yeah, that's what.
It's
all right, I think this is gonna keep going. So good night. I got duty tomorrow.
Good
It was
night.
great,
Night.
great RP stuff. I really liked listening to it. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Steve, no one had any problem with continuing the fight. My issue is with the 20-minute turns on a fight that was obviously not going to be a win, right? That's the only thing that bothered me.
No, yeah, I understand
and
that.
It bothered me to the point where I was just like, guys, can we do your turns, please? Like, let's just do the turns.
No, I understand that. It's just I didn't want to give up on the second round, even though it looked really grim, because I just wanted to play. Like I wanted to keep going, play.
Yeah.
And discover more of the fight instead of just taking the give up and spending recon. I wanted to just keep going and play.
I will say something. You have a habit of doing this, Easter. So you redeemed yourself with that role playing at the end, fine. But for the fight, play the fucking fight, man. Like, how many fights have you guys fought in this campaign, all of you? And how many of them have you all succeeded over time? Like, my fights are not impossible. I've figured out how to balance this shit. Stop trying to balance my fights in your head and play the fucking fight, Easter, please.
I'm not trying to balance them. That's just usually the case.
Aside from that, the role playing was good. I liked it from everyone. It was a cool interaction. So the party has a choice. because the role playing was so involved, and because I thought it was well done from all of you, like Nibble hugging Solis to Georgie denouncing Solis's decision, which was really cool. I like that. And then, of course, Star and Jekyll's like hiding. All of it was just really, really well done. So you guys have a choice. I either give you a DM's choice to the party and give you guys ancient coins for the great RP, or I reveal more mechanics in the fight in exchange for those rewards.
Interesting.
So, whereas Destiny would have offered, because the ancient coins and the eternal coins are literally just Destiny granting you power for going through experiences. It's literally just my way of manifesting that, which is why I give you guys extra when you guys do well in role playing, because I believe role playing is a reason to make you stronger. But also, the interactions with Solis would have allowed you to gain insight into his power, his mechanics, which can also be explained. So, the question is, how many of you want to reveal a mechanic in exchange for the bonus of ancient coins? Or how many of you want the bonus instead? That's simple.
I don't know,
I would rather just reveal it, because like coins are all right, but you know,
it won't reveal the whole fight, but it will reveal a chunk of it.
Yeah, maybe it's the old school aspect in me that enjoys the interaction with the tactics roll and adapting on the fly. So, I mean, I'll go with whatever you guys want there, but I would vote not revealing and going back in with tactics.
And not a smashed or pooped on communicator?
Yeah, that too. That would help, actually.
I don't mind that option either.
It's just because I still have in my head, when I first started playing, where you didn't really have second chances unless some really like specific RP happened or we found a way to talk our way out of situations. Even the arenas back then, the Titans arena was deadly. So in my head, I enjoy the on the fly adapting tactics. Oh shit, I was planning to do damage this round, but now I can't because I have to fucking move and do this. So we gotta adapt. I like that aspect of fights personally.
Then you'll
So
probably like
my point
story
of view on it.
sessions and explorations more than Colosseums. Colosseums
Sorry?
are about like, I said, then you'll probably like story sessions and explorations better than Colosseums, because Colosseums are more about like.
Well, this specific Colosseum,
perfect comps,
I didn't interact much this specific one because others kind of took the lead and that was good. There was some really good RP, especially at the end there. But generally speaking, I look for the RP even in the Colosseums. If you think about the Colosseums I've done, even on Jekyll, I managed to learn Channel Death on Jekyll, the whole Orpheus ordeal, and I've had other ones in the past. So yes, I do enjoy the explorations and the RPing. But I also enjoyed jumping into a Colosseum and fighting. It's just I feel like it's part of the fight to jump in. You have standby rolls, you adapt on the fly, you figure it out, and you get it done. And if we go into a fight already knowing all the mechanics, it tends to sway it a little too much, in my opinion. But that's not criticizing the method. It's just me personally. That's how I feel. So that's why I'm leaning more towards, hey, we know a big portion of the mechanics. We know quite a bit of mechanics. We jump in ready with a non-broken communicator, and we adapt on the fly in the next one. And that's just how I feel. Like, it's not a critique on anybody else's way of doing things or anything like that. I just enjoy that dangerous aspect of adapting on the fly and planning something that you can't fulfill because
you
of
guys
something
feel free
happening.
to make the decision that you want. If Steve wants to like learn the fight more like dynamically, then that's fine too. Assuming he's in the next fights though.
Yeah, that's true too, right? Either way, I'll be on standby. I'll try to be. If I'm not, but
let me know your decisions, guys. So,
I'm down to do the coins if I mean, I'm kind of on the fence, to be honest. But like,
Also, Brandon, me saying that is not. I'm not trying to sway you guys. I'm just explaining
oh
why
yeah, no, I get
I'm
that.
thinking the way I am. Okay.
No, I was already like, my instant thought was like, I didn't want to be greedy and be like, oh, I want the horn mechanic so I can get the fight, so I can get the accessory. But if you guys want I think the ancient coins is good just because everybody gets a reward from it, rather than just like the mechanics where it's like I get the accessory if we win the fight. Does that make sense?
No, but that's fine too. Like if you prefer we reveal mechanics, I'll help you do that, even though I'm not in the next fight because I have a lot of recon. I don't mind.
Is what we're here for.
Yeah. I was
And
just
we didn't use
expressing my
any
point of view.
resources for this, really. So,
Miss, what do you think?
I did this for you, so whatever helps you. Whatever
Yeah, so you decide,
want.
Brandon.
Like,
there you go.
Mechanics it is.
Okay.
Ba-ba-boo-ba.
you
Appreciate
better
you.
take notes.
Also, Brandon.
So bad at notes. Huh?
Brandon, I did
Yeah.
call it. Obviously
That
this is a very
Orpheus was
different fight.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did call it when you first asked me to be in this fight.
Yeah.
I said Orpheus, I think, would be better.
Yup. Oh, Nibble gets fucked on in this fight. It's insane.
Jekyll's very good for that orb phase, though. If ever that orb phase happens again and we're alive and in control of the situation, that orb phase doesn't need to be worried about. But
Well, oh wait, no, the orb phase is different.
generally speaking, everything that was every mechanic that was going out in my head, I was like, man, if I was on Orpheus, I could do this. If I was on Orpheus, I could do this.
Yeah, so you know when the orbs are gonna come out. It's because he's using Oathkeeper's Edge. So you have to have people who Solis, I don't want to say deems good, but like shifts, I guess, to that alignment. However you want to say it. How he judges it. So
It was already confirmed he wouldn't use that spell on Orpheus.
yeah, and
Because the orbs would be too weak.
he's not going to use it on Georgie because obviously he used the other one, and he used it on Nibble because Nibble is the hero. I don't know what he would use for Blaze.
I think he'd use Keeper, to be honest.
I don't want to make assumptions. Yeah. Barrelin. I'm not sure.
We could reveal the
he would use
second limit break too.
I mean the third. The second and third.
Barrelin's pretty heroic, I think.
He leads a resistance against
But it's how
Zod.
Solis judges, right? Like,
It is true. It is true. I mean,
that's why I said I
technically-
don't
Guys,
want.
it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy.
I don't want
It's
to.
pretty easy.
I don't
Like,
want to judge. I'm
you
not a
guys
judge.
could follow your base like instincts for this. Barrelin is a war hero. Yes. Karas is a war hero. Yes. Georgie is a selfish, sarcastic little gecko who evolved into a more large, selfish, sarcastic gecko who protects everyone but also reveres his father, who is a douchebag and a half. So it's a little on the iffy side with Georgie. Like it leans both, but when it's iffy, usually a judge will deem it, negative. So
what would Blaze be? Is he a war hero?
Blaze is Blaze and Lumi would be okay because of their instinct to protect each other. That's the thing that defines those characters the most because they haven't had a chance to develop yet.
Mm-hmm.
Jekyll is selfish. Jekyll is completely selfish. That's why he got hit with Oathbreaker. Like Jekyll's a jackass. Like 100%. Orpheus again. If Orpheus would be Oathbreaker too. Both Steve's characters currently would be Oathbreaker.
Orpheus isn't selfish though.
Nibble got hit with Oathkeeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nibble would be Oathkeeper for sure. Karos, Oathkeeper. Who am I missing?
Wait, hold on.
Oathkeeper for Blair. Oathkeeper for Star.
Put it in reverse for a sec.
I don't know anything about the Void Mage Easter, so I can't tell you. I'm gonna say, just like
he would be Oathbreaker because right now his goals are
selfish.
He's the ultimate reason for him doing what he's doing is to try to logic his people out of the funk that they're in.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a selfish.
Wait,
it's selfish.
How is Orpheus selfish?
So Orpheus was driven for a long time by an all-consuming maw of hunger.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. You're gonna judge him by the creature
It doesn't
that was
matter.
taking
You've
control of him?
killed people. Yes, he's gonna judge you.
He's killed deserving people.
Now that being said, if you, it doesn't matter. Jesus Christ, that doesn't make it better.
I was the judge, jury, and
Sen
executioner.
Sen would lean on mercenary side. Would probably be Oathbreaker because he is a hired hunter.
What about Karnan?
Karnan is usually very selfless and has a very honorable relationship with Yojimbo. Probably Oathkeeper for Karnan. So both Rick's characters are Oathkeeper. See, like it's easy. You guys, it takes 2 seconds to decide.
I would actually argue that
Because he's had a arc, right?
So it doesn't matter. Trevos is a dark knight, but he's incredibly like heroic and selfless and tries to help everyone.
That's what I mean.
Barely help himself.
That's what I mean. He has an
He
arc.
tries to pretend he's selfish. He's not selfish.
Hold on.
Trevos is the Oathkeeper, and what's his name? Benjamin is Oathkeeper because
I knew.
Benjamin just heals and helps people. Hell, he's part of the story. He was one of the healers that helped Barrelin put Neil back together. There it is, right there. So
and he also healed Blair because he healed the Dragoons, right?
Yep.
So.
Exactly. Yep.
In one night, Orpheus has been called selfish and a crack addict.
I mean, he calls him as
What's going on?
I mean, it's true though.
He calls him as he sees him.
bud.
He was a crack addict.
It wasn't his fault.
I mean,
Now
it
he's
never is
freed.
an addict's
Isn't
fault,
that what
right?
most addicts say, right?
Yeah.
Listen. Spiritus was like my rehab. Okay, Spiritus was my rehab. He freed me.
A judge.
So Solis could
condemns-
judge me based on the new, not the old, right?
A judge
he hasn't
condemns a
played
man
since-
based off his actions, not his intentions.
But they weren't Solis's actions. They were the faith's action, the thing that was controlling him. Now his faith has been completely shifted. It's no longer the same person. Well,
He
it
wasn't
is, but like not
completely
really.
out of control.
No,
when the
because he
souls
fought
were
it back.
around him, he was not very in control.
No, but he fought it. But all in all, he wasn't strong enough to fight it. And the souls he was consuming was just making him weaker to it.
Now he has an opportunity to prove who he is.
God, not with the persona I have in my mind.
I-
It's gonna be fucking
he
creepy,
just,
I'm telling you.
He
I would
freaking
actually argue,
gestured it.
by the way.
I only killed people who deserved it.
Okay, before it gets any more intense, we're gonna stop the stream. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed watching.